always got some super fly shit. How much you got?
More than you need.
What kind of cut can it take?
The snort you just had was on the fork.
Damn. Now, man, I ain't putting you down. Just trying to make it real, baby, like it is. I mean, maybe this is what you supposed to do besides pimping. What the fuck is you gonna do except hustle?
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and FUCK got a G. Everybody do it but the sucker MCs. FUCK got a G. Everybody do it but the sucker MCs. FUCK got a G. Everybody do it but the sucker MCs. FUCK got a G. Everybody do it but the sucker MCs. FUCK got a G. Everybody do it but the sucker MCs. FUCK got a G. Everybody do it but the sucker MCs.
To the beat, take it back.
Everybody do it but
To the
the sucker
beat,
MCs.
take it back. To the beat, take it back.
Everybody do it
To
but
the
the
beat,
sucker MCs.
take it back. To the beat, take it back. To the beat, take it back. To the beat, take it back.
It has been requested that I play this.
You got the power to be his friend. It's Spoonchild.
It's the beginning of a new and excitingly different story. The story is true.
Could someone explain to me what Moonchild is? Someone. I don't understand this meme. I just don't know what it is. Based Iron Maiden enjoyer? True. Dude, I don't know what this is. I really don't. I have no fucking clue. I don't know what it is. It's just been sent to me a bunch, so I have no idea. I have no clue. Weird SNES game that blew up on Blue Sky? Well, that's why I wouldn't know. This is on fucking Blue Sky. I don't touch Blue Sky. This music is cool, though. Not knowing what this is, the music is nice. I will say that much. It's pretty dope. It's a foreign country made this game. I don't know what language this is. Is it German? Something vaguely European. I don't know. Anywho, that's enough of the Moonchild stuff. Yeah, I've been in the throes of using Blender, and holy fuck, it's a hell of a learning curve. Jesus Christ. I started learning it on Monday. I opened the program for the first time ever on Monday. Alright. And after a week of using it, well, not a week, like 4 days. After 4 days of using it, I don't know, I've actually made some... I've managed to create what I needed for the intro for my video. I've succeeded in doing that much. Is it good? No. Is it serviceable? Sure. Once I have my way with it inside of After Effects, I can make it work, but it's gonna serve its purpose just fine. Yeah, turn my brain into slurry. Using Blender for 2 years, I still don't know how to use it on my own. I am amazed I managed to figure out how to take an image, a PNG image, and then animate that as a 3D object within 24 hours. That's as far as I've come with Blender so far, and by animate, I mean it moves across the screen in an arc and kind of turns around like it's being blown by wind. That's what I've accomplished. I'm not talking like a fully fledged animation of like fucking soldier dancing or something like that. No, like really basic shit. Super basic shit. Ultra giga basic shit. Did I get shadow banned? Fuck if I know. I probably did. I don't know what I did wrong, but who knows. It's entirely possible. But yeah, now I'm tired. And no spoilers. There will be no spoilers for what I'm creating for this video, alright? No spoilers. I want this to be 100% a surprise. I need to make a teaser for the video. Probably release that in September when I'm getting closer to its actual release date. I'll do a teaser, but not of any part of what I'm working on for this intro. No, and the stream's not about Blender. I'm just like... I need a break is what the stream is for. I need a break. I need a chill. I am like ultra mega gassed out from just like dying and like I spent all day yesterday trying to understand how the physics works inside of Blender. So I just need to like chill. So I'm just gonna like play Minecraft today and that's it. Just gonna hang out. I have goals in Minecraft, though. We still have to, like, I want to finish Minecraft, in that I kill the Ender Dragon, and then I'm gonna move on to Vintage Story. I want to do that on stream. That's what I'm gonna do. I don't want to react to anything. There's nothing, like, good to watch that's, like, TF2 related or whatnot. And then if I watch something that's not really TF2 related, no one really cares. And I don't really care either, so... But hey... Oh yeah, I do want to I want to get some friends together for Big Walk. I want to give that game a shot. I also want to play the new Peak update, because they added the final big update for Peak added some new areas, so I want to play that too. But before we dive into the game, I have another cursed object that I found at the store that I'd like to share with you all today. I found another cursed object. This little fucking curly, this little wisp of hair just likes to chill there, and I don't know what to do about it. I found a cursed object. Well, you tell me how cursed this is. It could be like a minor amount of curse or an extreme amount of curse. For me, this just doesn't sound good. It sounded horrific, actually. And so when I was at Walmart yesterday grabbing some travel essentials, this was like next to the checkout counter. I'm like, fuck it, I'll grab this and see what it's like. So we have Cheetos Dill Pickle Flamin' Hot. Crunchy flavored Chester. Look at him. Holding that big ass pickle. Look at that. Big old spear right there. It's so funny. They call it dill pickle, but it's just the flavor of salt and dill. There's no actual pickle. There's no cucumber in this. Because the flavor because cucumbers have no flavor. There is no flavor in a cucumber other than dirt. And pickles get their flavor from the brine, and then the dill that's put in said brine to enhance the flavor. So when you look at the ingredients, which are primarily cornmeal, enriched cornmeal, ferrous sulfate, thiamine mononitrate, riboflavin, folic acid, so on and so forth. If you look at the ingredients, red 40, yellow 6, sour cream, there is no trace of cucumber. I don't even see dill. It doesn't even say dill on the package. How'd they recreate the flavor? That's kind of terrifying. What did they do? If there's no dill in this, how does it taste like dill pickle? All right, so we're popping that bad. Oh wow, you can really smell it. Damn. Yep, that's certain. The thing I've never liked Flamin' Hot Cheetos. I've never enjoyed them, so there's gonna be negativity bias here. I've never liked Flamin' Hot Cheetos. I don't know what they use to make them hot, but it's so acrid. It's so disgustingly acrid that I can't get it. 5 gift subs is very kind of you. Thank you. Gregnance now for Chubbs once more. You're very kind. Thank you. But the fucking radioactive red food, there's so much red 40 in this. Focus? It won't focus. If I put my hand in front of it, it'll focus on it. Yeah, like the amount of red 40 in this is ridiculous, man. And it's like natural flavors is buttermilk, garlic powder, canola oil. Fuck it, I'm just gonna taste it. Like, oh, there it is. Okay, yeah, the dill took a second to hit. Like, you get almost no dill flavor up front, but you get it very much in the aftertaste. So flavor-wise, like, you get the dill, so it's doing as advertised. But hold on, we'll do 2 just to confirm. I mean, other than, like, the dill aftertaste, it's like a slightly more mild Flamin' Hot Cheeto. It's not even that good. Because Flamin' Hot Cheetos already don't have flavor. They don't taste like anything. It's like salty cornmeal with acid is the best way I can describe Flamin' Hot Cheetos. They're not good. And it has a mild... Like, my spice tolerance is super high. So... I mean, other than a raw habanero, which, I mean, is bad enough as itself, but, like, Flamin' Hot Cheetos are not hot for me. Like, my tongue is burning a little bit, but it's just... That would not deter me. That level of spice, in other words. So. Actually, you know what? We'll do a little spoiler. I lied. Because I can show you this. I can show you this, and it's not going to spoil anything. With Blender. It won't spoil shit. So I'll show you I'll show you one thing I've made inside of Blender so far. That I somehow managed to do within a day. Not knowing how to do anything. Before I start playing Minecraft. If it would load. There we go. Yeah, so this is what I've managed to do. Ooh, hold on. Webcam. YouTube chat. This is what I've managed to do so far. God damn it, this always happens. Stop it. Interact. So, behold a TF logo that I took from a PNG image. Like, dude, the process behind doing this, like, I spent more time figuring out how to just make this a serviceable object than I did figuring out how to animate it inside the world, okay? Like, so, the set of steps here to go from PNG into a mesh inside of this godforsaken program is like, oh, okay, so I have a PNG object. I can export that as an SVG file, okay? So I export that as an SVG, and there's an option here where you can do, you know, file, import, and then you can do SVG as curves. And so it'll convert an SVG image into a workable curve, which you can then convert into a mesh file in here. But if you're importing multiple objects at the same time in the same SVG, like if you have like different sections broken up by transparency, then fuck. What's gonna happen is that each of the individual curves is gonna be like glitchy and fucky. And so whenever you try to animate this, oh, it's just not animating now. Wonderful. Don't know why it's not animating, but it's not. So you guys don't even get to see it move. Oh, no, my keyframes. Oh, there we go. Hold on. There we go. Ooh, it wants to load. What are we doing? Oh no, what happened? What happened to my file? Huh? What? I don't, okay, something broke since I last saved it, but thankfully I already rendered out what I needed, so if it's gonna remain broken, it'll remain broken. Anyway, so you go from a PNG to an SVG, and then what I had to do is I had to export each individual piece as a separate SVG file, load them in separately, then convert them into a curve, then put them into a mesh, extrude them so there's some level of thickness. Then I was able to animate them the way I wanted to, and that is just like not showing. Oh, now it decided to work. Okay, so there we go. This is all I needed. That's all I needed this to do, was just fly and break apart. I managed to do that in a day. I consider myself, I'm pretty proud of myself. I managed to do this with only 3 crashes. It only crashed 3 times while I was doing this. So, hooray. There's your little sneak peek of, like, one tiny facet of the intro I'm working on for this next video. Also, Blender's free. That's true. Can't complain. It's a free program. It's super powerful. You can do a lot with it. But, I don't know. I'm happy I've achieved that amongst a few other things that are going in the video. So, hooray. First time in Blender. Meaning I can also start fucking around with some 3D models so I can enhance the quality of my videos more. So looking forward to learning how to do posing with TF2 models and shit inside of Blender. We'll see if I can manage that. Not for this video, that's a lot. But for the next one, when I have more time to like sit down and learn how to pose shit, then I'll do that. But not for this one. I'm keeping it simple. Because if I go too hard, I'm gonna take too much time. It'll never get done. No, I know, Big Buck Bunny was made in Blender, it's true. Big Buck Bunny was made in Blender. Which is, I mean, that's just like testament to like what you can do with it, which is pretty fucking cool. Source Filmmaker is also free, but the consequences of that have been lethal. Dude, Source Filmmaker is brutally complicated. I opened it thinking, okay, yeah, I'll just use this. Nope. I gave up. Just holy shit, I cannot use Source Filmmaker. Blender's easy, bro. Not for someone who's never used it. I'd never used it once in my life. And I had to teach myself how to use it over the past few days. Again, pretty happy with the result. Yeah, and Source Filmmaker hasn't had an update in how many years now? Very long time. Ooh, there we go. Minecraft. So I have goals today. I have goals here. There's 2 things I need to be doing today. Also, I'm not on high performance mode. Put my Bluetooth set to do that. Thank you, Chinese lady. These speak to me in Chinese whenever I'm like changing the mode on them because they're from China. And so I hear like a Chinese like go high performance mode whenever it changes to a lower latency, so I can have like actual gaming capability. I have plans here. I want to expand my domain. I need domain expansion. This is going to be claimed. I want to build all over this. Plus, every time I play Minecraft, I build a lighthouse. This is not a lighthouse. This is a shitty 3-story litter box. I want to build a lighthouse, and it's going to go up on this hill. That's my plan for today. So step 1, I have to clear out a platform up there so I can build a tower. And not just a square tower. I'm going to make it round, circular. Is the idea for today. So that's step 1, is we're gonna go to town and dig it out. And during the night, I have to hunt Endermen so I can get more Ender Pearls and eventually kill the fucking dragon. So Two birds, one stone today. My thoughts on Blender is it can have too much, and you gotta remember many things when working on something in Blender. That's why I prefer making image renders on Source Filmmaker. I'm relaxed in making SFM images. I'm sure there's like different advantages of one over the other. You know, one's probably better at doing straight animations, the other's probably better at doing, I'll probably make 2 shovels actually. Another is probably better at doing full-blown animation. It depends on what you're needing to do. Like, I'm not gonna dog one over the other. I will say that learning it for the first time is a challenge. And I did it though. I can do very basic things, and it's a step forward to higher quality content, which I'm excited to produce for you guys. When can I expect a 3D Zest model? One exists. 2 of them actually. One of them is very rough that I commissioned a very long time ago, and then the other one I have is outdated. It needs visual updates in order for it to be like, okay, this is something that I would want to use. Would I ever use that in videos? Probably not, because I don't know if I'd want to like insert my OC that much into my videos, because people already get like, ooh, oh, it's so cringy, you know. But even I'd be like, okay, it's a bit cringy if I'm inserting my OC into videos like that. Where do I start? I guess I need to clear out. It's gonna take a while. I'm gonna clear out from here. I think this is a good place to start. We'll clear out about yay much. How far does it extend over here? Excited to see the video preview. Insert Patreon plug here. Listen, don't forget, patrons get early access to literally everything I make, including works in progress. So, shameless self-plug. If you want to see actual full works in progress on things that I'm making, it's there for the taking. And no, the files of my model will never be released publicly for very obvious reasons. Because all manner of horrors will get created in a very short time span, and I don't want that to happen. I'm a little bit protective of my character because I know... Because, like, people think I'm a degen. Oh, you have no idea. You have no idea. So, yeah, not making her publicly available. I also have a VTuber model that's very outdated in terms of its design, something I will never use again. It was good for a one-off gag, but not for repeated use, because I am not a VTuber. I am totally comfortable showing my face. No need for it. I don't know, like, also the concept of a male VTuber is predominantly preferred in one crowd, and it's Asian women. Or, well, generally women. But Asian women really like male VTubers that put on the guise of the, how do you describe it? They have their models look like the emaciated, pale-skinned twinks. Is what they fawn over, so. I'm not doing that. I'm not debasing myself as such. Not for nobody. Mustard cupcake model. Like a little cutesy chibi mustard cupcake. Oh, it's got a cute little face on it. It just sits in the lower right-hand side of the screen and the mouth moves whenever I talk. Eh. As a one-off gag, maybe. The things I've seen done to 3D models, I understand and respect your choice. Yeah, things I've seen done to 3D models of, like, the most inconspicuous things have been contorted and tainted by the dirtiest of minds online, and every time I stumble across something, I'm always amazed how people can just find ways to make it worse. Someone's always making worse and worse shit with every passing day, and they do it, and they probably get a lot of money. They probably get a lot of money for doing that shit. Most VTubers are middle-aged men with voice changers, so you still fit. I mean, you're not wrong. I am fully convinced that a majority, I don't know how big this majority is, but a majority of VTubers are men with voice changers. 100%, because there's just so much money to be made by tapping into that market that it's absolutely been flooded by, well, people that are just doing it for the money. And if all you need is a feminine voice and some bouncy boobies on some kind of model, anime or otherwise, then you're probably going to find success. Like, some of them just use text-to-speech. Like, there are famous, big VTubers that use text-to-speech. That's guaranteed a man. Like, hello? I just find that funny. Like some fucking 47-year-old fat guy sitting in his basement, only underwear on, making $500K a year. Each of my days on YouTube, I stray further from God. It's why I stick to a very small subset of content. Cooking videos, camping videos, and that's about it, really. I don't really watch much YouTube content. The occasional video about TF2 or Counter-Strike if the subject matter interests me, but not much else beyond that. I've still not seen Emesis Blue. I don't know if I want to. I don't have a lot of time to sit down and watch a 3-hour movie. I have so many other things that I'm enjoying the consumption of, that am I gonna set aside a 3-hour block to watch Emesis Blue? Let's just say it's not very high on the priority list. I can use the Tobuscus stores as an animation for my streams. That's actually not a bad idea. I can rip the casual mode doors and have that as... Oh, fuck, my pick broke. And then have that as a scene transition whenever I move things around. That's actually a very funny idea. I might have to do that. Stream it with us? I don't know if they'd be appreciative of a streamer restreaming the entirety of their movie just to watch it with no commentary or transformation whatsoever. I don't think that would fly, honestly. Do I make another diamond pick? I might as well. I have diamonds to spare. Alright. Only 3 of them. You know what? I might as well make the full set of armor, too, while I'm at it, because I'm gonna need it later. And so I can see what I have left to work with. So, helmet. Pants. Shoes. My dogs are barking. And chest plate. Okay, so we have that many to spare. That many to spare, so we'll just pop this in there for later. Put those back, go enchant this. Fuck it, I'll make a diamond shovel, because why not? I have more diamonds than I know what to do with. 8 sticks. Okay, we'll use that. Fantastic. I just want to know why you decided to play Minecraft right now, but I honestly want you to say your reason due to pure curiosity. I'm having fun playing Minecraft. There's no deeper reason for why I'm playing Minecraft right now. Do people want to be? Do people want a deeper reason? Wait, do I not have enough at all? Okay, well, we have to go kill shit then. I don't even have enough for a lower level enchantment. Come on. Help, I've been roped into game development with a person that exclusively uses ChatGPT for everything. He uses it for talking, for programming. Every time he talks to me, it's ChatGPT. Why are you working with them? If that's a work environment that is not conducive to your own creativity and mental health, why are you there? My recommendation is, maybe put in your 2 weeks notice and get the fuck out. That might be the smart thing to do. Because even if the person you're working with is using ChatGPT to, like, write emails. I know a lot of people that do that, by the way. There's, like, a shitload of people use ChatGPT to write emails. Leave. Get out. Because what they're making is not gonna make you money anyway. Because if they're using AI for everything, it's not going to sell. Unless it's like a crypto scam or something, and that's how they're gonna make their money. But That ain't gonna fly. They are training the public to be reliant on AI. I think it's, it's not that they're training for them to be reliant on it. They're trying to, phase every other means of accessing information out. It's not a reliance. It's like a, more so... Oh, thank God, there's lots of large black men. Come here. There's a big black individual chasing me. You fucking die. Alright, let's go. Come on. Hold on, I have to focus. Alright, we got one. We got one! Yes! Good news. AI for texting? Does any... Okay. If you're using AI for sending texts, here's your sign that you might be amongst... I saw like 2 more. Where'd they go? There were 2 more Endermen here. I'm not crazy, right? I saw 2 more. Where'd they wander off to? Shit. Here's your sign that you might be a member of the lower IQ part of the population. But as I was saying, it's not so much people being reliant on it as it is people becoming addicted to it because it's so easy, right? AI usage and access is just everywhere and so easy now that they're trying to make it normal. And the more normal they make it, the more readily that people are going to be paying less and less attention to where their information is coming from. And not, I mean, it's not just about like making more money via entertainment because they have to pay less people to do the work. But it's also a factor of, hey, if all your information is coming from this black box that you have no control over and you don't curate the information yourself, then, oh, there they are. You don't curate this information yourself, right? You don't curate the information, you don't know where it's coming from. That means they can not only control what they send you, but also edit it at their will. And so what we're going to be seeing in the very near future, because we've already experienced this on multiple levels, especially during the COVID nonsense, is you're going to see attempts at wiping out archives of physical media and also older digital media, and then feeding that all into AI, so the information can be manipulated live for the powers that be, so they can show you what they want to show you, and then you have no control or say. That is the ultimate end goal behind the mass pushing of AI, I fully believe. It's just another tool to control what is fed to you and what people think and believe. Basically Metal Gear Solid 2, absolutely. That fucking speech from the AI in that game is evergreen, because that just predicted, like, life right now. Ooh, another one. We got 2! Yes, this is good news! Dude, 2 more Ender Pearls is, like, fucking fantastic. Like, it's not even insane schizo theory. This shit's already happening right now. Because if you try to search certain things using Google's AI, depending on what you search for, the answers will change and will contradict reality. Like I saw like a the answers they deliver to you are manipulated to come off differently depending on the sensitivity of the subject matter. Speaking of, I did actually make a mod that replaces the casual mode matchmaking doors with the Damascus doors if you want to use it. Yeah, dude, send it to me. I'll fucking use that shit. You're sorry, but that's nonsense? What do you... How is it nonsense? Okay. I'll prove you wrong right now. Using Google's AI, look up whether or not a man can be abused by a woman. And then invert that, and can a woman be abused by a man? Or like, help, I'm being abused and I'm a man, and help, I'm being abused as a woman. And look at the difference in answers. And come back to me and tell me that it's nonsense. That you're being fed different things with different levels of manipulation to have you think and believe in certain things and act in different ways. I have bad news for you. If you think that this AI stuff and where it's going is not true, they already have you. You've been captured. There's still a chance. There's still time. You can come back. But I have very bad news. It's they got you. Point being, just be careful with where you get your information and don't take things at face value. Because if you take things at face value, then, you know, that's only doing yourself a disservice. There's so many fucking mobs, man. Thank God I kill everything in just 2 hits. Die. Die. Oh, hi, I forgot about you. Hold on, I gotta focus so I don't, like, lose him. Please drop an Ender Pearl. Yes, he drops one. Dude, we got 3. Good news. No, yeah, and it does vary from AI to AI. And that's, like, the good position that we're in right now, is that it's not consolidated into one major AI service. There are different AI programs, and each of them have different people controlling them. And ultimately, whoever's controlling the AI is controlling the information that's being sent to you. And thank God right now we have different choices being led by different people that have different ideals and beliefs, right? Like, thank God that's separate right now. But eventually, once that all gets consolidated, uh-oh. They're all terrible, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying any of these are good, but it's good that we have variety right now. That won't last. Let me in. Okay, let's go fucking make some new armor. No, I'm playing Minecraft 1.0 right now. Minecraft 1.0. Wait. Am I insane? Oh, I didn't click inside my inventory. Holy shit, I am insane. Can't play video games. Alright, new armor. Pop you there, pop you there. 1.5 is a peak version? Nah. I mean, for me, anything after 1.0, the game really started going downhill. I don't like playing really any of the more modern versions of this game. 1.7.3 is when the game hit its peak, and everything after that is bad. Mod drops chest. Okay, we have 8 Ender Pearls and 2 Eyes of Ender. We'll need more. Also, I have 24 coal in my inventory for some reason. Anyway. Are Endermen harder to fight in 1.0? They teleport if you just have your cry. Yeah, if you look at them, they'll teleport away. So you have to, like, look off to the side and then hit them like this. Otherwise, they'll teleport away. Anything stupider than norm is literally the thing that does not deserve the title of intelligence. Anything stupider than the norm is literally the thing that does not deserve the title of intelligence. So, you mean people who are, you know, on the lower half of the bell curve should not be labeled as intelligent? I think when it comes to intelligence, it's a combination of several factors. One, it's whatever metric you want to use for brain capacity. But I also firmly believe it's your life experiences. Your life experiences define you as an individual, and if you've experienced a lot, good, bad, whatever, wisdom and intelligence come with life experiences. And I've known some people that are just not very intellectual. They don't have grand aspirations. They don't think in numbers or see the world in zeros and ones or something like that. You know, these are people that are, you know, they mow lawns or they work at Walmart, that kind of thing. But whenever you have conversations with them, they have different perspectives and understandings of the world that are far more intelligent than what educated people often say. So don't disregard someone just because they may come off as a simpleton, because they may have a lot of valuable things to share with you. However, If you spend time around someone and they offer nothing of value to you, it's probably someone that's not worth having in your life. Okay, we don't need to go that far. We'll just do it here. Might be very specific, but one of the reasons why I hate AI is because there's too much junk to where trying to find the original Jeff the Killer image is even more impossible. I mean, that level of obfuscation that's the point. That's what they want to achieve. They want to obfuscate where things are coming from to the point where you don't know where they are coming from. You don't know what the original is anymore. Because if you can't verify the information being fed to you, you have no choice but to accept whatever it is that's being handed to you. That's the end goal here. Dude, my IQ is somewhere in the... It's like sub 50, easy. I mean, I don't consider myself an intelligent man at all. All I know is that I have a human brain, and if the human brain does something enough, then you're probably going to be able to do it with a certain level of competence. And so I find that if I throw my brain power at something, regardless of what it is, I eventually get decent enough at it where I'm like, okay, I can at least LARP that I know what I'm doing. Like, when it comes to math, there are savants. Like, we'll use math as an example. In mathematics, there are genuine savants that like, as I said earlier, they view the world in numbers. And they're just fucking unstoppable with their level of brain power and what they can achieve with math. But much like anything else in life, math is a skill. And if you dump a bunch of time into learning it and drilling it and practicing it, guess what? You can also be pretty fucking good at math. The difference between talent and skill is that talent requires less time to master. And if you don't have the talent, that just means it requires more time to master, but it doesn't mean that you can't master it if you lack the talent. You have to build it for yourself by dumping a bunch of time into something and getting good at it. So, like, just because you can't play an instrument immediately, or because you're not fucking a prima ballerina dancer or figure skater right out of the gate, that doesn't mean you can't do it. It probably means you have to spend a lot of time getting good at it. And for me, that was with math. I was fucking terrible at math. I was always terrible at math. And then I'm like, oh shit, my degree plan requires that I know how to do math at a competent level. Okay, let's begin. And then I basically didn't have a life the entire time I was in college, and got really good at math. Sadly, no, I didn't have a chance to watch the Fortnite lore video, but it is on my to-watch list. I will get to it. I will get to it. Also, how much space do I need? I think I need to, like, just dig this out. How wide is this? It's not that wide. We'll just keep going. I really don't want to watch a Fortnite lore video on stream. I don't think I'm that kind of streamer where I'm just gonna sit there with my mouth agape.
Whoa! Whoa, chat, I had no idea! Chat, that's insane! Chat, you know, oh my god, they have like fucking, there's a portal to hell, and chat, that's not...
No. I like watching things that, I don't know, I can comment on stream anyway. Things I can't comment on that I'm watching purely for entertainment, I'll keep to myself.
Chat, no, wait. Is this real?
You know, it's not. No. Like, if I'm watching something on stream, it's something I want to think I can contribute to a conversation as I'm watching it. I want to be able to have some kind of transformative effect on the content I'm watching. If I can't really comment on it, and then I'm just watching it for learning something, that's not really entertaining for you if you're here to watch me. That just means you're here to, like, watch the same video that I'm watching, so, like, what's the point? Dude, I love eating microphones, didn't you know? This is gonna take a lot longer than I thought. There's so much shit I have to dig out. Okay, I have meat, which is good. Anyway, when it comes to reaction things, you know, it's why I typically stick to TF2 videos. It's what people like me to, you know, talk about and cover. And also, it's something I can contribute towards that people also find entertaining. Like, in my mental wheelhouse, there's only a small handful of things I'm knowledgeable enough about that I could watch on stream and go, okay, here's something meaningful I can add to this conversation. If I don't have that, I'm not going to do it. Reaction content is training wheels for content creators. It's so lazy unless you have something to add to the discussion. Yeah, that's my point. Yeah, if you're just there watching it and not really doing anything, you're just restreaming that person's content. Which is all, like, again, that's why I don't want to stream myself watching Mrs. Blue, because, like, you're just gonna see me going like, whoa, whoa, pupils dilate, faces, you know, I'm not, there's nothing to add. You're just watching a movie. It's like, and then, because, like, when I'm experiencing something new for the first time, I'm not a very okay, like, this is like, we're fourth wall break here. Gonna let you in on some lore here. In real life, I'm not this interesting. Like, I don't really put on that much of an act, but I do a little bit. You know, I play myself up on stream a little bit for the sake of entertainment, because at the end of the day, I am an entertainer. And so I wanna, when I do this, I am an entertainer. So, you know, I force myself to have a certain level of energy that I otherwise would not have in my day-to-day life, you know? I play things up, because it's fun. It's fun, it's more entertaining for you, so on and so forth. And so, whenever I'm watching something, I'm not very expressive. I'm not, like, flipping out in my chair, like, holy shit, that was insane! Oh my god! It's not the kind of person I am. And so, if you want to make a reaction entertaining, you kind of have to do that. And I don't like doing that. It's not really genuine. I feel like I hit rock bottom when it comes to the fact the only option for a considerable amount of people is making a mod pack of the new game to play in co-op? You mean in Minecraft? Yeah? I've used mod packs before. Found some cool figures that are really similar to Bionicles, and I think it'd be fun if you take a look at them. What are they? No, for example, I don't eat my microphone at the dinner table. No, I don't. I'm not that different, but I'm not screaming at the top of my lungs with every single, like, dude, people got mad. People got fucking angry about my taunt tier list. I got some comments and some DMs of like, dude, it's just not that serious. Why are you screaming so much? Like, have you ever heard of people, like, you know, playing it up a little bit for the sake of entertainment? Like, of course I'm not actually screaming because I'm that angry about a taunt's existence in the game. I still fucking hate them. I don't think they belong in TF2. But that's not me actually, that's not a normal thing that I do. It's because it's funny. It's fun. It's fun to do that. I like being entertaining. Alright, let's go hunt. Am I gonna... Okay, so when the... it's gonna be entirely up to the creator what they want to do with their little bread shoes animation. Either they're gonna upload it to their own channels, or... and then I share it, or they want me to upload it here. It's entirely up to them. These people were born on the internet, what do you expect? Yeah, it's a symptom of people taking things on the internet as if though they are, like, that's, like, 100% how people behave. The way you see people act on streams, every single streamer, every single one, behaves differently behind a camera than they do in front of another human being. It doesn't matter who you are, no matter what you say, you behave differently behind a camera. That's just how human beings are. When they know they're being watched by strangers, by people they're not comfortable being around otherwise, then guess what? They're not going to behave 100% as their actual person. It doesn't mean that what I say aren't my genuine thoughts, but how I deliver them is different than how I behave in real life. Yeah, and if they don't behave differently than behind a camera, then they're insane. They might be a sociopath. Also, I need more tall black men, not green penises. Not you. Go away. Goodbye. Where are my tall, luscious black men? Scanning the horizon. Stop clip farming. Dude, if I was clip farming, I would be screaming that. I'd be screaming, I'd be like dive bombing my desk, dousing myself in bovine birthing agent and flailing around my floor because I can't find an Enderman. That's like clip farming. Okay. I say something a little funny, but if you want to clip it, I ain't gonna stop you. But like little shitty remarks like that, that's something I normally do. We have a metaphor for life right here. Trying to reach your goal, so many things in the way just stopping you, and then you fucking die. Metaphor for life right there. All I cared about was the Schadenfreude getting ranked and got S, and that's all that mattered to me. There you go. I start to remember that someone unlifed by overdosing on stream. A lot of people have passed away on streams via various means. That's kind of dark, dude. So, have y'all, this is something that I completely forgot about. Do you guys remember the Danny Phantom shooter? Do you guys remember that shit? It didn't happen that long ago, but do you remember the Danny Phantom shooter? This is something that I had only ever heard about on the news. Years ago. Just in passing, I didn't really know the lore or the story behind that shit, okay? So, I watched an archived Medicare video covering the guy. And it was like a 45-minute mini documentary on who this guy was. Because all of this stuff happened in the 2010s, so he was archiving everything he was doing and putting it online. So this guy started as a YouTuber back when YouTube first started popping off and everyone was trying to get famous and trying to find their niche and grow a channel, what have you. And he couldn't get a foothold in becoming popular on YouTube. And so he just, kept trying and just couldn't get anywhere with the channel. And over the years, he just kind of started losing his mind. Very terminally online. Very, very, and also genuinely schizophrenic. Like, he would hear voices in his head. And he developed a series of OCs and an entire world based on the punk rock ghost girl from Danny Phantom. I forget her name. But he based a whole bunch of characters off that one character as like OCs and shit. And he made a YouTube channel about his characters and like hired people to make animations with those characters and hired voice actors for all these animations and videos that weren't getting more than, say, 1,000 views each. And he was dumping a ridiculous amount of time into this. There's no Enderman anywhere. And over the years, he was like slipping further and further into insanity. And was like recording himself saying, hey, and like heavily hinting like, hey, on this day, I'm gonna go take the lives of innocent people. Like, on this day, I'm taking my gun and I'm gonna go have fun. Like, it was genuine insanity. A genuine fucking psychopath who was so pathetic and downtrodden on the internet that he selfishly took the lives of other people instead of just taking his own. And he thought that if he took his own life, the afterlife was that he was going to become a Danny Phantom ghost girl. That's what he thought. He thought that upon his death, he was going to transition into a Danny Phantom ghost girl in the afterlife. And at the end of it all, he walked into the store that he worked at, unloaded on 3 people, killed them, and then took his own life. And that's the end of that guy's story. He was genuinely fucking crazy. And I never knew the details about this person. I never knew what that was about. I only ever remembered hearing about it on the news. Because it was so shocking. So, I learned about, fuck you. Turn around and hit it like it's attacking me. Did Stone Toss make a comic about it? I don't know if I saw that. I have lots of XP now, but there's no fucking Enderman anywhere. I guess I'm gonna have to wait until the next night and hopefully more spawn. Story about a guy that pre-recorded his GTA stream and then streamed live. He was acting like chat and donations are not working. Meanwhile, he was killing his wife. That one I remember hearing about. That was fucking dark. There's a lot of insane people out there in the world, man. A lot of insane fucking crazy people. Be careful. Yeah, I'm not that big into... I know a lot of people are. I know a lot of people are really into doing this. I'm not really into keeping up with other people's lives and unraveling their history and watching their downfall, as so many other people like to do, lolcows or otherwise. So I don't know that much about Chris Chan. I know some things. I know that there's more documentation written about that man than any other living being in human history. Like, there's more written material covering his life than anyone else in human history, which is insane to think about. That's how obsessed people are with the internet, or with him online. And I know that he's also batshit insane. I've heard of Ice Poseidon. I don't really know who they are or what they do. And it's like, I don't take a lot of delight in like reveling in like pathetic people's misery and the shit. And like even if most of it, if not all of it, is self-induced, like it's all their own fault. That kind of thing. It's like I don't enjoy watching someone kind of destroying themselves. I think it's very sad in a way. It's very sad. I don't feel sympathy. It's just not something I like looking at, you know? I think it's very masochistic in a way. Sorry, sadistic in a way, and I don't really consider myself that much of a sadist. Praying that this TF2 video in my head will become a reality, and it will be seen, and that I won't devolve into insanity. Well, that's entirely on you. I mean, you devolving into insanity is entirely you're at the reins there, buddy. You're at the reins there. I've not seen the EDP documentary. I do know that he is a pedophile. Beyond that, and he's a pedophile and he's very fat. Beyond that, I don't really know anything about the details of what he did. So no, I've not seen the documentary. The two greatest sins, being fat and being a pedophile? Listen, no. That's not fair. Being fat is not a sin. Stop it. Chris Chan appears in the documentary. It's like asking Stalin to comment on Hitler. It's like, why? I feel like, can someone explain to me why that was done? It feels strange. Like, here, can you comment on, like, hey, crazy guy, comment on this other crazy guy. Probably for the sake of entertainment. How'd they even get an audience with this guy? Someone called him a chocolate hippopotamus? That's insane. An even bigger sin being an Eagles fan? What about a Cowboys fan, man? Any Cowboys fans in chat right now? Ooh, what is going on? I alt-tabbed by accident. Oopsie, we're back. Full screen. Hannibal Lecter type shit? Oh, man. That's a thought, isn't there? I feel like the number of serial killers in the world has not gone down. It's just they found new and creative ways to not get caught. And that's kind of a terrifying thought. I watched the EDP thing, honestly not worth to watch it. You just watch the downfall of an insane dude, nothing to elaborate about. Yeah, it's just not... If it's just that, not interested. I'm not interested. I wasn't interested in the first place. It's just like, yep, there's another example of someone that should probably be in an institution or behind bars, and for whatever reason, he's not. Documentary is gross. They present it like a joke. They gave him a super villain intro and all. I mean, it's these things are being made for the sake of well, it is. It's being made for the sake of entertainment, and so of course they're gonna play it up and do something like that. It's kind of no surprise, if that's true. So what if you are a sinner? Or sadist? Both. Desensitizing content, medic CIA warfare. That's something else too, man. Is we're not... A lot of young people and older people are heavily desensitized to things that we should be viewing with, oh, what's the word? We're desensitized to things that we should be viewing as horrible. How do I put this more delicately or more specifically? Where watching the complete and utter downfall of another human being, instead of like going, wow, that's bad, and then just kind of looking the other way, like people kind of revel in it. They get entertained by it, that kind of thing. Don't worry, I'm flattening this because I want to make a lighthouse, and so I need a good platform to make a nice big circle. So I gotta clear all this out, and then once I'm done, the building will commence. I need a shitload of wood, and I do not have enough, so I have to go clear an entire forest too. Greetings all the way from Poland. Been your fan for quite a while. Thank you for fighting for TF2's quality. Thanks, man. Hello to all my Polish fans. Hope you're having a good evening. Good example, Charlie Kirk online posting. Yeah. I didn't know much about the dude. I mean, I know, you know, he is was a politically charged individual, but it shouldn't really matter who gets murdered in front of their family and in front of thousands of people. It's probably not human to be cheering that on. Especially when this is someone that was not, like, Hitler or something, or not, like, slaughtering people in the streets. The dude was, like a fucking YouTuber. And like, streaming and shit, and, like, debating people on college campuses and whatnot. I think he had, like, some kind of organization. I don't know, but he wasn't, like, a fucking dictator. He wasn't, like, throwing people into internment camps or something, but for whatever reason, when someone is murdered... and people are cheering about it? Like, to me, what the fuck is wrong with you? It doesn't matter who it is. But, Jesus Christ, man. That's what I mean. It's like people cheering something like that on. The more time you spend online, the more of your humanity that you lose. My inventory's full. And it sucks, because I can't even comment on that and share that thought without people getting upset. Because, like, if you say, it's not a good thing that this man was murdered in front of his family, people will take that as, oh, you agree with him. Like, oh, that means you must agree with what he believed and what he stood for. It's like, no. It's why I usually avoid talking about things that are, tangentially political, because you have people like that can't divorce shit from politics. That's also a sign of being very terminally online, is if you can't divorce things from politics, you should probably go outside more. I have string? String. Yeah, it's the you like pancakes so you hate waffles thing. Yeah, basically. No, yeah, that's a good point. People, the more time you spend online, the more like other human beings look like fictional characters. Ooh! Unbreaking efficiency and fortune. Okay, I can't use that anymore. I gotta make a new one. That was a lucky pull on the enchants there, dude. Holy shit. Okay. I am making a new pick. That was really good. I'll take that. Hell yeah, man. With Unbreaking 2, no less. That's fucking phenomenal. Gambling works, kids. It does. He wins his gacha pull. Dude, I'd open up Blue Archive right now and roll for someone if I didn't already have all the available units. What's like the next event that's even worth rolling on? I'm not even sure what's coming up. I've kind of stopped paying attention. We won't get into Blue Archive talk. People fucking hate anime here. It's tiring. Most online fan communities have been positively overrun by those types. The only winning move is to avoid tangentially political discussions like the plague. No, yeah, that's why I do that. Because, and this is just true, it's like if you're anything that resembles a moderate, you can't, you're fucked. Like if you don't engage in the extremes on either end of the political spectrum, though certainly more left-leaning than right-leaning in many online spaces, if you don't engage in the extremes, people just fucking scream down your throat and want to fight you. Like, that's why I don't bother. It's like, it's a game that's not worth playing. You never win. There's no point. And always, you're just arguing with strangers. You're arguing with strangers you're never going to meet in real life that will never have a direct impact on you whatsoever. So what's the fucking point? Time to open a war paint in TF2. Why not? This is strange high tier low. Where is yours for the taking? No. I'll stick to enchanting shit at random and hoping I get lucky. What happened to cryptids and creepypastas? They got tired. Once people figured out they can make a lot of money by spamming YouTube videos about them, or making games, or making mods about these things, it got exhaustive, and a lot of the original, raw, creative energy that went into writing these stories got lost, because the entire market, I suppose, got completely inundated by people trying to get online popularity, or money, or both, and people got tired of it. And I'm sure there's still some creepy pasta enthusiasts and genuine writers out there, but it's not nearly as popular as it once was because of that. Did I play the Mahjong Soul Blue Archive collab? No, I did not. What's my favorite game that has Christian elements? I don't know if I pay that close attention to whether or not my games have Christian elements. I'm not even sure if I could note a game that I've played that has Christian elements that are very evident. I don't know. Well, Doom. Doom's on the nose, because, oh, it's demons, and you're the demon slayer. Sure. But that's like, you know, it's pretty in your face, right? Super Noah's Ark 3D? Hell yeah, man. Were there any games made for, were there any VeggieTales games? Surely they made one, right? Surely they made a VeggieTales game. There has to be one of them. Check the TF2 channel in Discord. Oh boy. I'm scared. What was sent to me is the question. Checking the TF2 channel in Discord. Oh, it's the mod. Hell yeah, dude. That's so dumb. Oh man, I love it. Oh, I love it. Hold on, I'll show it on stream. One sec. It's so good. Hold on, rewind. It's so dumb. It's so good, man. I am absolutely using this in game now. We'll do it one more time for those that missed it. That shit's funny. Oh, yeah, man. Dude, put this on Game Banana for people if you want, so other people can experience this. I love it. Once it's on Game Banana, I will share a link. Right now it's not. Not to my knowledge, anyway. Context? It's the Tobuscus doors. The context is that the casual mode doors look like the Tobuscus doors. It's a joke I made in that big Meet Your Match video. I'm sure someone else made the joke before me, but I certainly popularized it. So, and now the mod exists. Don't ask Toby what he thinks of black people. Dude, that guy posts insane shit on Twitter. What happened to him? Toby on Twitter? What the fuck, man? That guy went off the deep end. Holy shit. It's things I can't say on stream. I don't, it's, oof. Right. Yeah, no, yeah, he's still around. He's still around and does, like, crazy-ass schizo posting on Twitter. Also, it's nighttime. Ooh, yes, there's men. There's men! I have to get down there! Give me the men! Can I jump? I can't jump. Oh, he's right there! Can I just... Here. He's coming, he's coming. Come on. Come up here. Wait, can they come up hills? Yeah, oh god! Yep, they can. That actually terrified me. That got me. Here, drop your ball right now. You fucker! Any more out there? I don't see any other ones. How about this side? Any out here? On my train track to nowhere. I don't see any. You didn't get scared, you got startled. Two very different things. Actually, see, you don't understand. There's a difference between being scared and being startled. So, learn the definitions of words, bucko. You stupid fuck. I'm not making fun of you. I'm making fun of the actually. Because I think actually is funny. Say what you would say that about creepypastas, but Jeff the Killer movie got greenlit recently, like a few days ago. I hope it's good. Because they made, like, various Slender Man themed things. Also, I realize I've not, like, harvested any of my sugarcane. I'm gonna need a lot of books. So I like putting libraries inside of my lighthouses in Minecraft. So I am harvesting all of this. So more can grow. So there was a Slender Man movie, and it was bad. And then there were other, like, spin-off type movies that kind of played on the same flavor of character. And those were also all really bad. So I don't really have a lot of confidence in any movie being made about an internet IP or internet idea or something like that. Because the ones that do get made are typically shit. Not the Backrooms movie, thankfully, because the creator of that was leading the helm, and that was a really smart thing, and it ended up being a very good movie. But not many other examples I can think of where a piece of online, or an online idea became a good movie. I thought the Backrooms movie was fucking phenomenal. No, yeah, there was the Slender Man killer. I remember that too. It was like this girl led her friend, or like two girls led another girl into the woods and they like stabbed her 30 times. Didn't she live? I think she lived. Which is even crazier to think about. She lived, yeah. Still, that era certainly bred a lot of crazies. But like, it doesn't even need to be a dark or spooky IP to breed crazies. Look at Sonic fans. Like, look at the shit Sonic fans get up to, man. Not excluding Chris Chan from this either. Like, you need weird people latch on to fairly innocuous things, and they do strange shit. 30 times and she survived, which is fucking insane to think about. Like, they were stabbing her with a Swiss Army pocket knife, like a 2-inch blade. That poor girl. Oh my god. There are no Endermen. No more, anyway. Spawn, please. I need your balls. Right now. One of them was out of jail, and I think they had an ankle monitor? Or they're being watched to some extent, I think. So, I don't know what the status is on that person. For whatever reason, they just brought them back into the news cycle recently, because I think one of them escaped from containment. I don't know. Was there a Jeff the Killer murderer? What the fuck is going on? There's just so much shit. There's just so much shit. I'm just killing all of you because XP is good. Here, you two. You have to die now. Goodbye. A lot of the worst or craziest fandoms are for media that's directed towards younger audiences. An example, a Deltarune fan cafe just gave a dozen people food poisoning. I don't think that's related. I think that's just a catering fuck up. I don't know if that has to do with crazy people latching onto an IP. I will say that it's always a certain type of media that attracts the crazies. Like, you don't see Doom fans doing this. Feel me? You don't see, I don't know. It's like another example where you don't see crazy people. Yeah, usually if there's furry characters, it does attract a certain flavor of people, of which, for Deltarune fans and Undertale fans, there are loads. You die now, please. Thank you. I'll take your XP as you die. Gimme. Oh, you too? Sure. I'm gonna miss this sword. No, well, okay, modern Halo fans are cucked beyond belief. Cattle beyond belief, modern Halo fans. Those are people that you don't want to associate with. OG Halo fans? Nah, they're fine. OG Halo fans are fine. I don't really blame the fandoms, I just blame the people that do bad things. But you can't deny that there are disproportionately larger amounts of bad actors inside of certain types of communities. That cannot be ignored. The data cannot be ignored. That in certain flavors of communities, the volume of bad actors and bad activities is way higher than in others. And it's not just like a volume breeds a higher amount of bad shit. It's like, there's like a statistically higher probability of insane shit happening in the Deltarune fandom over, say, like the Doom fandom, you know? Stereotypes are typically earned in these groups. Yes, it's true. TF2 fans are not excluded from that, by the way. TF2 fans, not excluded. Lots of batshit fucking insane people that are centered around Team Fortress 2. Absolutely. Like myself, I'm fucking crazy. Steven Universe fans nearly drove someone to sewer slide because she drew a character skinnier than usual. Dude. What the fuck? Was that thunder? That like actually scared me. Hold on. Is that like is there a storm near me? There is. I thought that was a fucking like transformer exploding outside. No, there's a thunderstorm in my vicinity. In 2017, a 14-year-old killed her own mother because he was so obsessed with Jeff. He pleaded insanity and got off free. I'm shocked I never heard. No, I did not hear about this, but if you have a 14-year-old killing their own mother, probably some other shit going on there that was leading that to happen. Because kids don't end up in mental situations like that without some form of terrible acts being committed upon them. And they usually take it out on their aggressors. So something was happening there. I think we're finally... We have a lot more to go. There's so much shit to get rid of up here. My god. I hope this better not take the entire stream. If it does, I'm so sorry. But don't worry. The lighthouse will be worth it. It's gonna be cool. Don't you worry. A Chad ODST soldier with a female elite companion would save Halo. Yeah. Can we, bring back sexy women in video games again? Not even sexy, just, conveniently attractive. Can we just have that in video games again? Because I'm so tired of seeing ugly women in video games. I don't like looking at that. That's why it's, one big reason why I don't buy modern games, is for whatever reason, they make human characters look ugly. And they make the men look ugly, too. I like the exaggerated shit. When I'm playing a video game and the main character's a dude, I'm role-playing as the dude. I want to be the big, buff, strong guy with arms as thick as tree trunks, firing a gun twice the size of my leg. That shit's awesome. And then when I see a lady, I like titties. That's what I want to see. I'm not getting that anymore. Take me back to 2009 when I was getting that shit all the time. Yeah, Asian devs are fine, true. It's mostly Western devs that are allergic to, attractiveness. Devs, term used loosely, developers. Kinda tired of the excessively amount of attractive girls, too. I feel like I'm being exploited. Well, sex sells, man. That is true. The excessive amount of, sexy women being plastered all over video games is like the opposite end of the extreme, right? It's the opposite end of the extreme. There's a tasteful balance to be established, because if you ship a game and it's filled with nothing but titties and swimsuits, you're selling porn. That's an excessive amount. But there's a nice line to be drawn. Look at the ODST female soldier, the OG, and then look at the modern female characters in the Halo Combat Evolved remake they made. That's what I'm talking about. If you're gonna put the characters in your game, make them nice to look at. It doesn't have to be pornographic. But, don't show me a chick that looks like a dude. And not even just, a butch lesbian type. It just looks like a dude. Stop it. Just stop it. Halo Combat Evolved Cortana looked funny to some people. And then they dragged a photo of Germa over her with a 95% match. No, I saw that on Twitter. It was really funny. That's what I mean! Yeah. Yeah, the remake is dog shit. Played old games recently. Half-Life 1 and Metal Gear Solid 1 were great with light sprinkles of fantasy. Yes, because the people at the helm appreciate those things. The ones at the helm over the past, 10 years? View that as bad, and so they don't put that shit in games. Attractive or good-looking men and women are a myth, apparently. No, it's 100% envy from ugly developers. Because as soon as these game companies open their doors to people that are not qualified, they were inundated with a lot of fat, unattractive women. Or unattractive men, too. Because men do it, too. Just not nearly to the extent that women do. Mostly these women who were jealous of fictional characters, and they had to project themselves into the games they had their hands on. Therefore, they made all the characters as ugly as they are. That is the number one reason. Number one reason. Like, imagine getting self-conscious about a fucking fictional character. Yeah, it is a shame what they did to Cortana. Just, oof. It's a reflection of real life. No, it's not. Stop it. We play video games to escape. My question is why the devs of Halo Remake just really want sprint in their games. Halo Combat Evolved was not designed with sprint in mind. Because it's like a marketing thing, I think, where the pacing of games is so much faster now that it's kind of an expectation that even in remasters or remakes that they have to up the pacing in order to get people engaged. I'm positive that's like a big factor as to why they probably did that. Am I not sick of the hundreds of remasters we're getting? It's like creativity is dead in 2026. I would rather take a solid, really good looking remaster over any new quadruple A slop title. Because at least it's, and if they don't ruin it like they did with Halo, good example being Metroid Prime. The remaster of Metroid Prime, phenomenal. Absolutely. Bring that to like modern graphical fidelity while retaining the visual style and charm of the game. Absolutely do that. And also, playing above 30 FPS, Metroid Prime 1 above 30 FPS, fucking sign me up, dude. Hell yeah. I would absolutely shill out full price for that again, if I still would give money to Nintendo. I would absolutely shill out full price for that again than some new quadruple A slop title that I know is going to be abysmal dog shit. Yeah. The Black Flag remaster is definitely a cash grab. Oh, and there's absolutely some that are 100% cash grabs. Because if it's a relatively new game, probably doesn't need a remaster. Like, think about this. Metroid Prime 1 came out in 2003? On the fucking GameCube. I think that's deserving of a remaster because of the hardware limitations and what they had to fit onto a fucking compact disc. But if you're shipping a PC game in 2011, 2012, it probably doesn't need a remaster. You feel me? Does that flow of logic make sense? And like, New Vegas is deserving of the remaster because it was rushed, it's buggy, and if they put a lot of polish into that, that's gonna be good. Saw someone going all Ubisoft is back bros upon the announcement of the Black Flag remaster. I got bad news for you. Probably not. Oh my god, I have so much shit in my inventory. I forgot I, like, harvested things. Bones. Arrows. Where's my chest of shit? There we go. Anything else in here I don't need? Do I have flint in here? I do. And gunpowder. We'll make a single torch just for shits and giggles, and my iron chestplate broke. Assassin's Creed is a franchise that I've never played myself. I've only watched other people play it. So I can't, like, say I know everything about fucking Assassin's Creed. I know I'm a fucking expert, because I've not played the games, I admit this. But I have watched playthroughs. I appreciate them for what they are. But, probably don't need to remaster a game that came out in 2013. I love hack and slash games. Those are, I love those. They're very fun. Assassin's Creed is boring normie slop chore simulator. To be fair, a lot of games are like that. A lot of games are chore simulators. Some people like that. Some people like the monotony. Ooh, there's one right there. There's one right there. Hallelujah. Don't teleport away from me. I have to, like, lock you onto me. Oh, God! Pinto, now is not the time. Pinto, now is a horrible time. I do not need you crawling in my lap because you're afraid of the thunder. He's like standing behind me, freaking out. Oh, we got one. Nice. Good, good, good. One more pearl for the pile. Pinto, are you scared? Are you scared, dog? This dog hates thunder, man. He does. Pinto. You okay? He hates it. He really hates it. I know you don't like the thunder. Hey, it's not gonna get you. It's so strange. Like some of our dogs just aren't bothered by thunder at all. This one is. This one fucking hates it. Like our dachshund and my brother-in-law's 2 dogs, they're not bothered by fireworks or thunder at all, but that one cannot handle loud noises at all. And also the dachshund just doesn't care. Dachshund does not give a shit. I'm 6'3" and weigh 270. How much do I need to lose to get to a healthy weight? Well, it depends on what the weight is. You know, if you're 6'3" and you weigh 270 right now, do you go to the gym? Do you lift? Because if you don't lift and you're 6'3", 270, if you start lifting right now, you're gonna be a monster in like a year and a half, 2 years. Just start going to the gym and hitting the weights with your current height and weight, dude. You're gonna get fucking jacked fast. Just start hitting the gym, dude. Yeah, not at the moment, dude. Go to the gym. Just hit that shit. Start working out. You'll get big. 6'3", 270 is it's an insane advantage for bodybuilding. You'll build muscle quick. So don't worry so much about don't worry so much about the raw number. That's a trap a lot of people fall into. Focus on your health, right? Focus on what your body fat percentage is. Focus on your strength. Do your clothes fit? Do you like the way you look? Because the number is a decent indicator of whether or not you're overweight. Like if you're 6 feet tall and 400 pounds, yeah, it's probably not a good thing. But, you know, you can be 6'3" and 270 and just be ultra giga jacked, right? Probably would achieve that with steroids. But, the raw number in of itself is not an indicator. I think my fucking mob spawner's been turned into Swiss cheese because the fucking Enderman spawning in there. Why? I made it so they can't spawn in there. Fuck. I have to go up there and fix it. 6'2", 175 packing on weight is tough. Dude, I was 6'7" and 175. It took me a long time to get up to 220, which is where I am right now. It's hard for me to put on weight. I was fucking skinny, and I felt like shit. So I started feeling way better once I packed on weight. So, oh my god, you fucking children! I told this on stream the other day. I'll say it again because I don't think everyone who's watching Wednesday is watching right now. But I went to the grocery store on Wednesday to pick up a few things, and I was at the checkout line, the self checkout, and I had a bottle of wine. And so, of course, when you scan it, one of the employees has to come over and, like, look at your ID to verify that you are of age and can actually get the wine. So, this chick walks over, one of the employees walks over and like, hey, can I see your ID? And I show her my ID. And she's looking at it, and she's looking at it, and she's taking a little bit longer than I thought. I know I told the story, I'm saying it again, because some people probably weren't here, and it's relevant to the 6'7" joke, so I'm saying it again. So she's looking at it, and she's looking at it, and she's taking a long time to, like, verify that I'm an adult. Like, dude, I'm getting carded as a 32-year-old. Like, legally, they have to do it, because, like, they have to do it with everyone, I'm certain. Even if you look 60, they'll still card you to say, yes, I carded this person, I verified they were an adult. That kind of thing. So it's like a liability problem, right? So she's looking at my ID, taking way longer than I thought, and then she kind of looks up at me with a smirk, and I'm thinking, oh no. And she asks me, are you really 6'7"? Yes, I am. You probably hear a lot of jokes about that, don't you? I didn't tell her. I couldn't tell her. I could not tell her the truth because you guys fucking oh, there's one. You guys fucking rip me apart all the time because of my fucking height, man. Here, look at me. Here he comes. Stop it. 170 pounds, 5'9", tall. Got any advice? Start lifting, man. If you're 170 at 5'9", hit the gym, bro. You'll pack on muscle. You will. And with a smaller frame like yours, certain lifts that are good for like larger muscle groups are way easier for you. Just go to the gym, get jacked, man. That's like the #1 advice I can give for people that want to start losing weight. Hit the gym. Hit the gym. And also cut out processed food. So. Actually, I think we got lucky over here. We'll keep looking in this direction. Isn't the 6'7" kid already burnt out on the 6'7" joke? I mean, he wouldn't be burnt out if he was receiving money for it. I mean, think about it. If there was some way for him to get royalties on every usage of the 6'7" joke, he'd have billions. For example, the chicken nuggets that they made. The 6'7" chicken... Pinto? He opened my door. What do you... Dog, I cannot help you. This is not a time that I can comfort you. I can't have you in my lap. Advice for gaining weight? Eat. You have to eat. Only way you're gonna gain weight is you gotta eat. No, yeah, they made 6'7" chicken nuggets where it's the chicken meal formed into the shape of 6s and 7s. Yes, they're real. Need to check my height because last time I checked it was 1.95, 1.98 meters. Yeah, it's the whole height versus weight thing. It depends on what you do. You know, because you could be, you know, 6 feet tall, 170, and be miserably unhealthy, or you could be 6 feet tall and 240, and you're probably totally fine. It depends on your build. It depends on your body. It's mostly about like your body fat percentage and what your cardiovascular health is, and so on and so forth. You know, you gotta focus on those things too. The number again is a good indicator of where you are, but it's not like the end all and be all. And when you start overly focusing on the number, it becomes a mind fuck, and it makes getting healthier a lot harder. You just gotta focus on having better lifestyles. Lifestyle changes are big. Cut out the processed food, cut out the soda, cut out the sugar. Sugar is a big one. Sugar is a poison. Cut out the sugar. You'll feel a lot better. Exercise a few days a week. If you're starting from sedentary, exercising a few days a week is going to do wonders for you. Not even anything intense. Just go for a walk. You know, like if you lead a sedentary life and you have no exercise at all, just like walk a couple miles every other day. And that'll already help you a lot. Tips on getting taller? Well, I grew 1 inch after I lost 110 pounds. So, if you want to get taller, it might be because you're fat. Because if more weight's packed onto your body, it does compress your spine. Okay, back to clearing out the fucking top of this mountain. Kidney disease is the reason I topped out at 5'2". I'm fine. It's fine. I've made my peace with it. Yeah, man. Short kings rejoice because you can fit anywhere comfortably. Cars, buses, airplanes. I envy short people whenever I have to fly because my God, is it miserable. Martial art? Yeah, fuck, dude. Martial arts? Fuck, that works your entire body. And gets your heart rate up. Yeah, martial arts, do it. Out of all the fandoms of media franchises, which one do you think has suffered the most from mismanagement or corporate greed from their own developers? There's many examples that I can cite. A recent example that I've gotten involved in myself is fucking Magic the Gathering. I've only been looking into it for the past couple of months, but seeing all of the really horrible corporatized bullshit is like, damn, that's really bad. There's, of course, many others, too. There's countless examples of IPs and franchises that have been completely upended for the sake of making more money. That's just one that comes to my mind immediately. Was amazing now, it's a collector shill FOMO thing. Well, I mean, that's like every card game now. It's a collector thing, it's a gambling thing, it's a FOMO thing, absolutely. Because once these companies figured out how to get the maximum amount of dollars from their consumers by basically turning it into, it is pseudo-gambling, there's no denying that. They figured out that the more slot machines they put out with FOMO, the more likely they're gonna get your dollars. And the more corporate crossovers they do, like for a limited time only, it's the fucking Taco Bell Magic the Gathering crossover. You get your Crunchwrap Taquito Supreme butt plug card. It's ultra rare. Buy 50 packs now. They're only available for 2 weeks at your local Taco Bells. With every purchase of a Baja Blast. You know, shit like that. I'm not. No. We're not. No. No TNT. I'm doing this legit. I don't want to do TNT. All adults who obsess over Pokemon are drooling Patricks. It's a shame because there are genuine fans that are still out there, and they're the ones that suffer at the hands of the insane amount of corporate greed that has warped their favorite franchises into abysmal dog shit. The true fans are the ones that suffer. The drooling retards are the ones that are just there to flip cards and don't actually care about the Pokemon or the franchise or their characters or anything like that at all. The drooling retards are the ones that wake up at 5 a.m. to visit every Target to scalp all of the Pokemon cards and then resell them. Those are the drooling retards. Those are the people that need to be institutionalized and locked up. Why is it every time I watch a TF2 YouTuber play Minecraft, they're cleaving a mountain? Listen, there's a purpose. There's purpose with this, okay? I need to level this so I can build my lighthouse. I have to remove this dirt cap. There's a reason why I'm doing this, alright? I'm not just doing it for the sake of doing it. There's logic and flow here. There's purpose. I have a vision. Pal World cards? There's Pal World cards? I mean, it is like a Pokemon clone, so that doesn't surprise me. There's Pal World cards now. Dude, they made trading cards for everything. They used to anyway. They don't really do that anymore. Trading cards were, of course, once very, very popular, and now not so much anymore, aside from the major titles. But they used to make trading cards for everything. Like, I've shown these on stream before, but I have Bionicle ones. There was a Bionicle trading card. Like, I have a whole set of the Borok right here. They made cards for everything, man. It's back. Anyone tell me I look like Germa? I have been told that I look like a lot of different people. I'm the man of 1,000 faces. How was work today? Did I have a hard day or easy day? I'm not really sure what geology work would be like because I work in a garage myself, but I digress. It varies. A lot of what I do takes place at a desk because I primarily do data analytics. But field work can be tiresome, but with the job I have right now, it's mostly sitting at a desk. So is it physically demanding? No. Mentally taxing? Yes. Last week, I actually helped some customer to buy a sports trading card at Walmart. When was the last time someone wanted sports cards? Dude, there was a recent, I believe it was a baseball card of a Japanese player that was, of course, an ultra rare edition that people were massively scrambling to open. That's worth $2 million or something insane like that. So some people are still very, very interested in sports cards. Was it hard becoming a geologist? Yeah, it took a lot of work. Get the courses required for the degree for a Bachelor of Science, not Bachelor of Arts, which is very different. Most geology majors are Bachelor of Arts and not Bachelor of Science. Bachelor of Arts are the ones that like go on to work in museums and rock shops and very often national parks. But the Bachelor of Science is very different because you have to actually learn the math and the physics and the chemistry. And it's a lot. And I did geophysics, which means more math, less chemistry, and more physics, which was quite the intensive workload for my 4-year degree plan. Thankfully, I enjoyed it, so, well, I enjoyed most of it. You're a TF2 YouTuber, you're not supposed to be employed. Well, thankfully, work-life balance. Where's my video style come from? Is it from a content creator that I like? I mean, when I first started making videos, like way back in the day in 2012, when I only did clip dumps, I mean, it was just what like Star was doing and other TF2 streamers and shit. Like, I used to watch Tags videos all the time. I'm like, shit, those look fun. I'm gonna do that too. And so I started doing that in 2012. And that never really went anywhere because I didn't know what I was doing and I was just doing it for fun. And I started doing like the casual series, and that was fun and people enjoyed those. And then I'm like, huh, I'm a data guy, so I'm gonna start doing that for my videos too. And then there's well, one guy I can cite directly is Toofty. Toofty did his video on, it was the Sticky Bomb Launcher versus the Quickie Bomb Launcher? Yeah, the Quickie Bomb Launcher. He did that video, and I'm like, shit, I can do that too. And so I did that for, what was the first one I did? Rocket Launcher and Liberty Launcher was the first one I did there. And so I did that a couple times, and that was fun. And then I just kind of went from there. Fuck. Not ideal. Also, I can't get down. I gotta use my hands. Sometimes I wish I studied because mechanics is a thankless job, unfortunately. But it does pay well. I'd imagine it pays quite well. Listen, there are a lot of, like, most jobs are thankless, okay? You have to find value in what you do for yourself, because if you're looking for validation for other people around you, you're not going to get it. So, like, even in my fulfilling position with my background, a lot of the shit I do also goes without, like, thanks from my peers or my higher-ups, you know, and the research I perform and put out in the world, it's just like no one really cares that much. I do it because I do it because I care. I do it because I like what I do and I'm passionate about what I study and what I research. So you have to make that for yourself. You have to make that for yourself. And that's hard for some people. And I'm the kind of person that, you know, I like acknowledgement. I like getting praise from people. It feels good to have positive reinforcement. I wish my brain wasn't that way, because it'd make life a lot easier to not want validation from your peers or your friends or words of encouragement. And because at a certain point, it's never enough. And when you become kind of overly reliant on that, it can be not good for the mental health. And what am I doing? I can't build a shovel there. I'm not gonna waste the diamond. I'm just gonna use iron. I have so much. We'll just make like 5 more iron shovels and just go from there. One, 2, 3. I don't have that much more. Probably just 3 will do. just natural human thing to want positive reinforcement in moderation. There's nothing wrong with it. Humans are indeed social creatures, right? And so, of course, we're going to want acknowledgement from our, from the people around us. So that makes sense. I understand that. That's fucking hot. I'm sweating to death in my room, man. Oh. I don't need thanks, just money. I mean, yeah. If you know what you're doing, and you're good at it, and you're making money, and you can live, it's a really good position to be in. That's a fantastic position to be in. So stick with it. Ever try shrooms? No, I don't like mind-altering substances. The furthest I'll go is alcohol, and when I drink, I don't drink that much because I don't like the feeling of being out of control. I'm not a fan of that. Not a fan of shrooms, not a fan of the idea of weed or smoking in general, not a fan of illicit substances whatsoever. I already have enough shit going on up here as it is. I don't need other things fucking with it. So... And just like, I just feel like nothing really good ever comes from it. I feel like dabbling in those things is just kind of opening up doorways that once you walk through, you can't come back from. And I don't think I want to do that. I don't think I want to take that risk. Because I don't know what's on the other side. Like, I know who I am. I know who I am as a person on this side of the door. I don't know how I am as a person on the other side, and I'm scared to find out. No drink piss? No. Afraid not. Not a fan of the waterworks. Get the fuck out of here. Here I am just fighting random shit at night. Thankfully, it's giving me more XP with which I can enchant another banger of a sword. I need Enderman. Would I ban substances? I would, legalize certain things and regulate the fuck out of them and tax the fuck out of them. Because, like, for example, I don't think weed should be illegal. I don't think weed should be like a Schedule 1 drug. I think it should be handled like alcohol. I think if you're under the intoxication of it, it's the same as a DUI. You go to prison. I think, you know, illegal manufacturing and distribution of these things should not be allowed. But if you want to smoke it, and you're, you know, doing it in the comfort of your own home or in a safe space, and you want to do that to your body, then go for it. But when it comes to things that make people violent, or make people do insane shit like methamphetamine, or cocaine, or heroin, yeah, those things, no, don't. I'm thinking hard no on those. Yes, we got one. Because, like, I've never met a violent weed smoker. Whenever I come across a weed smoker, I'm just like, this guy's not going to do anything to me. I'm not worried about this guy. When I come across a fucking tweaker in the streets, I'm worried I'm going to get stabbed. Yeah, that shit needs to not be legal. Weed? Don't care. Should cigarettes and vapes be legal? There's nothing wrong with smoking tobacco. I don't think if it's tobacco, whatever. Humans have been smoking tobacco for millennia. I don't really see an issue with it. It's just all the other chemicals and crap they mix into it that are carcinogenic and make you ill. That's the problem. Weed smokers aren't violent, but they usually shouldn't be allowed to vote. I mean, you're not in a good frame of mind when you're high. Yeah, get the fuck off my cart. What are you doing? All y'all, get the fuck out of here. Get off my track. A lot of people who try weed will try other drugs as well. I mean, sure, it has, like, gateway things, but, so does alcohol. Alcohol is similar, too. Alcohol is, you know, a doorway to bad behavior. So, yeah, it's why we don't give it to kids. And same thing with weed and smoking. If you're under the age of 21 for weed, you shouldn't be allowed to smoke it. That's my stance. But beyond that, go crazy. If you're a kid, no illicit substances of any kind until you're 21. And then I think that's okay. Weekly visit from the crack fairy. You have the potential to save lives as a geologist, but no one's going to thank their mechanic for a good diagnostic and repair, or at least a few people care. There's always someone cheaper. I mean, if you're doing good work, I feel like, even if it goes unsaid, they are appreciative. And it's like, listen, what I do isn't saving lives. I mean, it's contributing to, the larger puzzle that is understanding what earthquakes are, but I'm not having a direct impact on it. The joy and positivity that I get from it is knowing that I'm at least contributing towards something bigger than myself, and it could potentially help other people. And I don't need other people to like tell me that. And like from the stance of a mechanic, you know, you're doing the work someone else can't do. Either because they can't or they don't want to. And so you're providing a service that is beneficial for them and allows them to get from fucking point A to point B in their car. And so even if they don't thank you directly, you're at least helping other people, and helping other people feels good. And you're getting paid. I'm not finding any Endermen. Kind of shame we haven't evolved to include immune to smoking or drinking side effects after millennia of consuming it. So there's always going to be toxic substances on Earth, right? There's always going to be, you know, negative chemical responses to many things. Like, we're never going to become immune to mercury, right? We're never going to become immune to, say, arsenic. I could not remember the name. It's not like we're going to become immune to arsenic. Same for alcohol. It fucks up your liver. There's just like no way to evolve around that, you know? If we were immune to alcohol, we just make, yeah, if we were immune, the reason why we consume alcohol is because we're not immune to it. Like, if alcohol didn't make us get a buzz, we'd find something else, you know? We'd find some other way to have fun, you know? Yeah, we just find something stronger. Oh, we're just gonna let them dish it out. There are no fucking Endermen anywhere. Have one more pearl at least. Where the fuck are they? Favorite drink of choice? I like water. I got a whole jug right here. I do water. That's about. Fuck. Can you fuck off? All y'all, just get. Goodbye. You two, no mercy. Be gone. Yeah, water, coffee, tea, and the occasional beer is all I drink. Humanity and their drive to poison themselves is charming. Listen, anything that. What was that quote from James May? Alcohol is God's gift to man for making us self-aware. Or maybe it was not God's gift. It's like alcohol is God's apology for making us self-aware. is why we seek out these things, because sometimes our self-awareness can be our downfall, and having a little bit of an escape is good. No, I did not spill my drink. Game Banana submission is done. And yes, I will share the link. I'll grab it right now. Hooray! Tobuscus Casual Doors, dude. It's so fucking good. Here, I'll pin the link in chat. If you too would like the Tobuscus Doors in casual mode, you can have it now. Thank you so much. To alcohol, the cause and solution to all of life's problems. It's certainly a good numbing agent. I know that I have a very tasty 12% stout waiting for me in the refrigerator for this evening that I'm very excited to partake in. But that's kind of where I draw my line when it comes to consuming illicit substances. Like, I'm not a big food guy. I used to be like, oh my god, I can't wait for my next meal. Ooh, yummy, yummy. What am I gonna put in my tummy? I'm not like that anymore. I eat to live. I don't live to eat. I like having good meals or good food. Hi, Echo. Having the occasional good meal is nice, but I'm not like obsessing like I have to have something tasty every day. You know. I eat the same shit for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Well, really just breakfast and lunch. Same meal every day. Gonna cook pad thai for the first time tomorrow. Dude, I love pad thai. That's good shit. Fish and chips for dinner. Oh, fish and chips. So good. Love me thick beer batter fried cod with tartar sauce. And a little bit of Tabasco. Put some Tabasco on that shit to cut the oil and fat. Ooh, yes, please. Yes, Echo is here. You want to say hi, Echo? Hold on, like, navigate my keyboard so I can, like... What are you doing? You shed so much. Echo, you're 12 this year. Actually, no, you're 13. Echo, you're 13 this year. Old bitch. This 13-year-old cat is still got some of her spryness and spunk that she had when she was a wee kitten. It's good to see a cat at a healthy weight. All my neighbors' cats are either starving or overfed, and my cat's got kidney disease. Aw, poor thing. Poor thing. Echo's always been a very petite cat. She's not a big... She doesn't overeat. Thankfully, she's not an overeater. Because, like, some cats are pretty decent at, you know, self-regulating how much they eat. But, Echo's one of them. And some cats are not. Some cats just eat whatever's put in front of them, and they will not stop. Echo's not like that. She's not a glutton. My 3-year-old sister threw my cat from the 3rd story. Oh my god, it's horrible. Jesus. She's still looking young. She's not all thin and scrungly yet. Not all thin and scrungly yet, though she will be soon, I imagine, because she's getting up there. She is getting up there. Echo, I need access to my keyboard. I hope you don't mind wrapping my arm around your paw. Alright, let's finish this. Made a Minecraft mod that adds ruby and emerald tools and weapons and armor in a balanced way. Would I be interested in playtesting, critiquing it on stream? I don't think so. Only because a friend of mine yesterday, not saying you're a scammer, friend of mine yesterday fell victim to a scam. First I've ever seen a scam like this, where your friend's account gets hijacked, and then they say, hey, do you want to play Minecraft? Do you have Cursed Forge? And then they make you install a mod that's actually a Trojan horse, and they get access to your computer and steal all your shit. So that happened to him last night. So be careful out there. If you have a friend suddenly asking you to play Minecraft and like is urgently asking you to play Minecraft right now, please install this mod, they probably got hacked. So probably not something I do on stream. Also, I'm not like the authority on Minecraft, so I don't know if my judgment of these things would be sound or apt. Malicious Minecraft Terraria mod pack scams are very common Discord account hijack scams these days. Dude, I had never seen it before. Yesterday was the first I'd ever seen that shit. I've seen like the fucking Mr. Beast one you see every 20 minutes, that's like super common. The one that happens very often on Steam, where it's like some third worlder impersonating as a lady, you know, and sends her a picture like, hey, be my friend on Steam, here's my friend code. and like is pointing to an AI generated image, you know, and then like you scan the QR code and then your account's gone. That's very common. What else? The usual, hey, I accidentally reported your account. You have to give me your information so I can fix it. Shit like that. Here's a link. Please log in. Never click on suspicious links. Decompile the mod and look at the source code in a case like that so I can screw with this kid's lol. Gotta be safe. My idea was that I changed emerald ore to drop a rough emeralds instead of regular emeralds, and regular emeralds cannot be used in crafting the items so players can't abuse trading. Interesting, that's kind of cool. That's a neat little mechanic. It's a good idea. Saw a Manco ad that looked like you sent me a surreal joke? Huh? What do you mean by surreal joke? Had a dude send me a fake link to the Steam Workshop. Oh, yeah, that's also a common one. Hey, can you go vote on my item? Go vote on my item on the Steam Workshop, please. Go upvote it. And they send you a fake Steam link that asks you to log in, and then, your account's gone. Never click links that are sent to you. Ever. What do you think of the new Ava series that got announced? Oh, I hope it's good, dude. Oh, hope it's good. Hoping it's good. Sign me up for more Ava, always. Always search up the item, upvote it, and tell them I did. See, I always, do that because you waste their time. The one thing scammers hate is when you waste their time. It's always so fun. I think Valve can reverse the effects of Meet Your Match on TF2. The old code is still in the game. They could do it tomorrow if they wanted to. They could flip the equivalent of a switch and the game could be back to how it was in its glory days, but they just don't do it. Okay, we're nearing the end. We're finally almost fucking done digging this out. Holy shit, this took a long time. What do we do if it's not good? Can't trust anything in the Big 26. What do we do if it's not good? I feel like, given how massive of an IP Ava is, that they would never hand it off to someone that would make abysmal dog shit. Because they would never be allowed to live that down. It would be a catastrophic failure, a bomb. And they do not want that to happen. They would, it's such a precious IP at this point that they would never ever hand it off to someone that would mishandle it. And knowing who's behind it, it's gonna be good. Knowing who's behind it, it's gonna be good. It's a guy who did Nier, so we'll see how it goes. Yeah, the Fully Cooley, that was bad. But to be fair, Fully Cooley, even though it was super popular, it was it was a fairly niche thing. It was never like an ultra super mega giga franchise. It was big, it was popular, but not to the extent of not like Ava. Not like any of the standard big three titles, that kind of, not like a Dragon Ball or a One Piece or a Naruto, nothing like that, right? Those IPs are much more carefully protected, not like Fully Cooley. And even then, I'm curious about how the rights worked out for that. How'd they get the rights to make that awful reboot? Yeah, I think I heard that somewhere. The guy that did Shin Godzilla was the guy that wrote Ava. I'm pretty sure that he had a hand in it. I remember hearing something like that, but I'm not sure if it's actually true. Someone might have to fact check that for me. Dragon Ball Z is super lame. No, it's not. What are you talking about? Dragon Ball Z is fucking awesome. You know what you're getting into. You know the formula. If you don't like the formula, it's not going to be the show for you. Attack on Titan is great until the big time skip, and then it turns into abysmal dog shit. Oh my god. And I hate the ending so much. The ending is so bad. Oh, the ending of Attack on Titan is so bad. I've ranted on this on stream before. It is terrible. What were they thinking? Ugh. Yeah, it started good, but it ended with a whimper, and I can't stand the ending. And My Hero Academia too. Man, My Hero Academia started very strong, but like after the first time skip, it went to shit. It really did. Because the premise is awesome. It was being executed in a really cool way, and then it just fucking fell apart. It fucking fell apart, and the ending also sucked. It's like, here's all the characters again. It's a big fucking parade. Everyone's here, and it led the final fight lasted like 2 years. 2 fucking years. What are we doing? It's so bad. Ugh. Hop on One Piece? I don't want to. There's so much. Is there ever great manga that ended properly? What are some good endings? What are some good endings for relatively big series? JoJo's still going though, like they're still animating shit, so. Inuyasha, Fullmetal Alchemist, yeah. Fucking love Inuyasha. So God, I have to go back and watch that one again. I haven't seen it in years. The final fight was just plot armor after plot armor. Oh, for My Hero Academia? Yeah, it was not for my girl though. Not for best girl, not for my bunny lady. No, they fucked her up for no goddamn reason. Fuck it. Tear off all of her goddamn limbs. Why? It still makes me mad. Why are you butchering the women? Or just outright killing them? Why are you doing this? Oh, it still makes me mad. Ruined, like, one of the... Ms. Mirko, the bunny lady in My Hero Academia. Why would you ever do that? Why? Stop it. So dumb. Still mad. Like, her first loss of limbs was, like, an indicator of, like, okay, I should probably stop reading this. But I stuck it out, because once I start something, I can't finish it unless it's truly terrible. So I stuck it out, and I kept reading it all the way to the end, and it didn't get better. Did not get better after that point. Yeah, good endings are very rare, that's true. A lot of, I don't know. Nope, I can't think of a lot of, like, really solid ones. I haven't touched Demon Slayer, so I don't know much about it. It's becoming nighttime again, so I can hunt. But I really want to finish this last bit. Hold on. Almost done. Almost done, and I can be free to start building. Finally. Finally, it's done. Hallelujah. We have our platform. Now we can build. How's my mouse? My mouse is fine. Wheezy would be so proud. Listen, I should've just got Wheezy in here to do it, man. Am I gonna watch Chainsmoking Cat? Probably not. Just the flavor of show it is just not very, it's not calling to me. I'm not a fan of gross shit. I don't enjoy watching it. I know people are like, wow, it's still good. Just get through the gross stuff. No, I'm good. I don't want to watch that. It's like going back to what I said earlier about the kind of watching people in the throes of misery, even if it's fiction. I don't really enjoy looking at that kind of thing. So, probably not gonna watch it. It doesn't mean it's not good. I'm not saying that. It's just not for me. I'm gonna go this way to start this time. Thoughts on English dubs? I don't watch dubs. Only subs only, because for whatever reason, whenever you're dubbing one language into another, it doesn't matter what it is, always sounds terrible. Made in Abyss, man. The moments in between the misery are especially amazing, but when the misery comes, it's so bad. Dude, 3? Dude, alright, come on. Come here, boys, all of you. All y'all come to me. Oh no. They're on opposite sides. This is bad. How are y'all not dead? Okay, we got one. We got one. We got two. Yes. Good. One more. Give me three. If we get three, that's great. Thank God they're actually spawning this time. I still need to watch Breaking Bad, man. I do. There's a lot of things I still need to watch. That's the problem, and someone put this quite eloquently in my Discord the other day. There's just too much shit. There's too much to watch, and even then, too many good things to watch. Oh no, my lobster's too buttery, my steak is too juicy, too many good things to watch. But it's like, it's an impossible amount to keep up with. How do you manage to keep up with everything? You can't. Unless you spend an inordinate amount of your free time doing nothing but watching everything, you're just never gonna keep up. Here, you two. We'll slaughter all of your kind. Like, you basically don't... You can't have a life if you want to keep up with everything and watch. Have I checked out Blue Eye Samurai? No, I've not. Come here. You drop one? No, you did not. Fuck. Well, three's good. We got three. Valve is not doing a Source 2 port for Team Fortress 2. They just don't have any interest in doing that, and it's not going to happen for the foreseeable future. They only did it with Counter-Strike because Counter-Strike makes billions of dollars. TF2 does not, so they're not going to do it for TF2. Discard everything that doesn't consist in consuming media. That doesn't consist of consuming media? Basically, yeah. I have more than enough pearls, do I? I have 13 plus 2 Eyes of Ender. Thing is, when you use these, they don't always preserve themselves, and when I get to the portal, I don't know how many are going to be missing. So I'd like to have a comfortable amount, so I can be prepared for the journey and the reconstruction of said portal. So, I'd like a few more before I head out. You must start to buy Funko Pops. They're so ugly, man. They really are. Funko Pops are just hideous. I don't know how anyone finds any level of charm to Funko Pops. I don't think they do. I think most people that buy them only buy them just for the sake of owning a product from their favorite franchise. Like, it's like Disney fans. It doesn't matter what it is, so long as it has the label of Disney on it, they're going to spend the money. Like, every time I crack open an episode of Financial Audit, I can't wait to hear if it's a Disney person episode, because I don't know what spell, no pun intended, that Disney has cast over their fans. But they have managed to convince people that it's worth spending thousands upon thousands of dollars to go to their theme parks. And they're usually miserable experiences, and they pretend that they're not. If I could figure out that level of human manipulation to make money, holy shit. Crazy. On the topic of matchmakers ruining everything, the Battlefield 6 devs came up with a novel solution to the problem of games starting incomplete, that being removing game modes. Removing game modes? What? The fuck you mean removing game modes? Ah yes, let's not actually address the problem, we'll just like remove the fun instead. Funko Pops is collector bait? Oh, well, sure, it is collector bait, 100%. Gotta collect them all. It is a generally effective marketing tactic. But Funkos are especially bad about it too. Ooh, shit. U2's turned into the Chad version of Funko Pops. They make so many collabs with figures that look actually good for most of the figures. Like, I kind of view U2s as something in a similar vein. Some people got refunds from Steam because of it, and since they removed modes, people had their favorites and as a series stable. Dude, I heard about that. Yeah, someone asked for a refund request on Battlefield because they removed game modes. Like, hey, this is no longer the game that I bought. Can I get a refund? And they, like, gave them the refund, which is pretty fucking good. Yeah, if they remove gameplay content and you have no control over that, that's no longer the product you bought. So I should be able to return that shit for a full refund. That's also evil. Like, hey, I'm buying this game that has these game modes and this specific gameplay experience, and then they just delete it from your library, not the entire game, but like a good chunk of the game is just gone. Yeah, that's like, that'd be like grounds for a lawsuit. Like, they could probably hold a lawsuit against that, because if you spent money on a product and they change the product that you technically own, you don't own it. But if they change it retroactively, you could sue someone. The U2s of real people, like YouTubers, looks like shit, but the Adventure Time or SpongeBob figures look like one-to-one versions of normal figures. That's good, at least. I can commend that much. Okay, let me dump seeds. I'll keep the wheat. I'll leave the pumpkins be. I don't need more of them right now. Fuck it, I'm getting them. That's what Stop Killing Games is for, hopefully? Yeah, hopefully, man. We can only hope that something is done about this nonsense, because we're spending a lot of money on shit we don't even own, which is wild to think about. And so many people happily do it, too. So many people happily do it. And it's like not even just games. It's like having access to a game license is one thing. It's kind of like going to the movie theater. Like, you're paying for the experience, right? You don't actually own the movie you're going to see. That kind of, like, you're going to a show, that level of entertainment. But when it comes to a lot of other things that people dump their money into, like a lot of the other insane microtransaction shit, it's holy god, and so many people are just so captured by that. I was too, I'm not excluding myself from that at all. I was captured by that shit for years. My eyes have been opened. Because it's evil. I do, it's like, it's genuinely sinister levels of psychological manipulation to get you to buy a whole bunch of shit that you don't need, that you don't actually own, that the hosters can just turn off whenever they want. You have no control over it. What do I think of people that pirate games? I don't care. I'm indifferent. You can't modify a piece of farm equipment because of manufacturer electronics or proprietary parts. Who's gonna stop you, though? Like no one's gonna come to your house and, like, arrest you for modifying your John Deere tractor. You know, if you know how to fix your own stuff and repair your own tractors and whatnot, like, no one's gonna arrest you for modifying these things. Like, you're not gonna get in trouble for doing that. So you still own it, and you can do whatever you want to it. Like, no one's upholding that. Not yet, anyway. Yeah, thankfully not yet. I don't think that would actually happen, because, like, think about this, right? Like, imagine you sell toasters. Imagine you sell hundreds of thousands of toasters a year, which is, you know, it's a lot of toasters. But there's, like, a clause upon when you purchase the toaster that you cannot perform any of your own maintenance on it, otherwise you're subject to a fine. Think about the sheer volume of resources required to keep track of all of the toasters and all of the people that purchase them. Like, that alone is such a heavy cost, like, investment, that no company is going to want to do that. Because companies are about making money. They're not going to give a shit what you do with what they sold to you after you've already given them your money. Because what they're only going to lose money by chasing after you if you fuck with something you purchased. They're only going to lose money. And companies don't want to lose money. Now, when it comes to the government doing these things, that's a different nightmare. Ferrari sued a few people for modding their cars. I'd imagine they've since stopped doing that now. because that's insanity. What about BMW with that screw? I'm not familiar with that story. I heard you can't modify your fancy Ferrari car to get sued or something. I'm not familiar with that at all, which I think is insane. Yeah, car dealerships are wanting to make you dependent on their in-house garages so they can keep making more money from you. That's what they're wanting to do. They're trying to make, you know, that's the whole right to repair thing and making it harder and harder to perform your own vehicle maintenance. That's all very deliberate and is evil. The flock cameras getting put around neighborhoods should be a wake-up call people need. Yeah, and thankfully in a county not too far from me, every single one was torn down by the citizens. There's a county not too far from me in Texas where every single flock camera got fucking destroyed by the people living in that community, in that county. Good on them. Fuck them. And then Flock's like, "Yeah, we're not gonna put them back up. We're not putting them back up." Yeah, good. Fuck you. The government can't do the mass surveillance, so we're paying private companies to do it for us. Yeah. Like, gee, yeah, I wonder why there's so many data centers now. Huh. Maybe it's because the means of mass surveillance have exploded exponentially. They gotta have a place to house and process all that data. Our data centers are fine. They're not doing anything. The noise isn't that bad. They're not using that. It's fine. It's fine. They're actually good for your communities. Fuck off. I know what your angle is. We know what you're doing. I'm glad most everyone can agree flock cameras suck regardless of political affiliation. I don't think anyone enjoys having the government watch them. I don't think anyone enjoys living in any version of, say, 1984, where every action can be tracked not only in time, but also space, with an ever-increasing density of cameras. I mean, it's what the UK does with their CCTV. You know, there's nothing you can do in public anymore that isn't... I mean, that's like the Ring doorbell thing. It's why I don't have a Ring doorbell. It's because all those cameras are also used, and they can just get, like, subpoenaed by the government to, like, look for you. Because that's what the Ring doorbell thing is. It's increasing the density of cameras that face the streets to, you know, keep tabs on what's going on. Like, people don't think enough about that one. Just the sheer volume of Ring doorbells that exist now. But it's safe. Look at crime statistics. I saw a very good post where someone was like, someone was filming a shootout between like 5 or 6 different people, and it was all performed in broad daylight in an area with a shitload of flock cameras and other cameras. Have any of them been arrested? No, because they're not interested in arresting violent criminals. They're interested in watching you. So they're not helping your safety at all. It's like you'd think with the infrastructure we have now with all these cameras and whatnot that anyone performing a crime in broad daylight in the middle of the fucking street, that they would be found and arrested using the systems that they claim are being used for that in the first place. But no, that's not what they're using them for. Yeah, arrests don't make money. Exactly, they don't make money. Yeah, the government can easily track us, but they just can't track a kidnapper. They can't follow these things. It's like, of course they can. They just choose not to. What do they get when they spy on their citizens? They sell their data? What they get is they're planting the seeds. It's all very slow. It's a very slow process towards this. The UK is much further down this path than America is. It's a slow process to the government controlling more and more of what you do. Because ultimately, it's about tracking enemies of the state. At the end of the day, that's what this is. It's tracking enemies of the state, tracking enemies of the establishment, and marking who the potentially bad citizens will be or who they are to keep tabs on them. So, when the time comes, they can come knocking and make you disappear. That's the point behind these things. Make no mistake. It's no matter what snake oil they sell you, it's for public safety. It's to keep track of car thefts. It's to like make sure our communities are safe. No, it's not. It's all about watching you. Because ultimately, where's that data going? It's being sold to the US government. Being sold to the government. Inability to maintain infrastructure is a sign of a dead empire. Lest we forget the Francis Scott Key Bridge, hence why they're trying to outsource. It's fail though. Have hope lest they win. Yeah, that's true. The failures of infrastructure is a sign of the failure of infrastructure is the sign of downfall of society. It is true. Yeah, it is a Fourth Amendment workaround, 100%. No, yeah, that's the same thing with the protect the kids bullshit. Like just send your ID every time you access a web page. In order to access the internet, you have to have your full identification associated with all of your internet traffic. You have to do this. We're protecting the kids. No, they're not. Because they already know where all these people are. And it's also not going to stop kids from using the fucking internet. It's to watch what you're doing. What does 1984 mean? Oh, buddy, do I have some required reading for you. There is a wonderful book called 1984 that I highly recommend that you read. It is one of the best books ever written. You should read it. Read it, and then come back. This is a tall tree. So the government cares more about rocking my stone than actual criminals? No, they don't care about your masturbatory habits. They care about any and all potential actions that might lead you to having any kind of possible impact into unseating them from power. Because ultimately, and this is the extreme end result of all of this, is they want to discern who their supporters are and who their supporters and then who's not their supporters. So they can track who their supporters aren't, so they can make their lives harder, so they can ultimately be rid of them, so they can't remove them from power. That's all this is about, is tracking who and who is not their supporter and people who are dissenters from the establishment. I sound like a crazy person, I know, but this shit's already happening in the UK. It's happening in real time in the UK. Like, wrongthink exists in the UK now. Wrongthink exists in the UK, where you just can't type certain things. You can't send texts. Texts are being viewed and kept track of in the fucking UK. You can't text someone something that is socially taboo, otherwise you're gonna get a knock on your door from the fucking police. What am I gonna do about it? You think voting is gonna do anything still? No, voting is not gonna do much. But a good start is increasing awareness of it and helping people be a little more skeptical of the intentions behind these things. What matters more so is what's happening within your local communities and demanding that the things from the higher arm reaches of the government don't encroach on what's happening in your smaller communities, because that's where your life matters at most. And if you can, if within smaller communities you can prevent these things from getting a foothold, then it's never gonna branch out and ensnare an entire country. Like, it starts local. It starts local. Focus on the local and protecting that. And if enough people do that, it's never gonna get a foothold. Most people deciding about these chat controls probably have some connections to a specific person who had in a specific island. Well, no. It's not that they're protecting fans of the playground. It's because, well, again, it's surveillance. It's all about enhanced surveillance. Is the age verification thing with, you know, the internet and access to certain things. Ultimately, because like the whole protecting the kids thing, it's all the parents' responsibility. You gotta, you know, parents need to be responsible for their fucking kids. That's the kind of animal we are. Human beings protect their offspring from threats. And they properly educate them and inform them of the things that could hurt them. And when the parents aren't doing that, guess what's going to happen? Bad things are going to happen to their kids. The government is not a nanny. And a nanny state is a surveillance state, which is not good for anybody. Yay, we got one. Awesome. Have I seen the new EU law on chat privacy? Pieces of it. Like, I've seen the fallout from that shit. And that's what I'm talking about. You don't have privacy anymore. You don't have fucking privacy. And that's what they want. They want to watch everything you're saying. Blender don't break until you make a deal with pain. Blender don't break you, it make you deal with pain. Yes, it does. It makes you more accustomed to pain, absolutely. In history, I learned about communism. What did that thing you say a few moments ago sound similar to Stalin locking up his opponents? Well, you can give it whatever name you want. You can call it communism, you can call it socialism, you can call it fucking pink bubblegum hellhole. You can give it whatever name you want. But ultimately, people in power, regardless of the type of government system, are going to want to be rid of dissenters. And the major difference is how public they are about it and how big the body counts are. Yeah, authoritarianism is the root of all of that. Yeah, parents need to learn about the internet. The thing is, like, the internet's been around for a decent amount of time now. Like, you have to be so insulated to not know that the internet is full of dangerous people. Right? Right? And so there's no reason why they shouldn't be warning their kids about these things, right? Or, like, at least keeping tabs on what they do. Like, I want to give my 12-year-old privacy. You're fucking 12! You don't get privacy in my house! I want to know what you're fucking doing! You're a kid! Oh, I don't want to encroach on the life of my 13-year-old child. It's a child! They cannot make autonomous decisions! Watch what they're doing! We got one more pearl, though, which is great. And loads of saplings, which I did not replant. I should do that. I believe all this political chaos and division is just a distraction from these draconic policies. Yes. All of the insanely crazy, divisive sociopolitics shit is a fucking smokescreen for all the more the bigger things happening in the background. 100%. You know, it's like, oh yeah, we're all fighting about like how dark our skin is and like where we put our penises and shit like that. Like, people are fucking chewing each other and ripping each other's fucking skin off because, oh, we can't fucking agree on what a woman is. Like, who fucking cares? The government is installing cameras on every fucking street corner and watching you. Stop it. So yes, I agree completely. It's a big, juicy distraction. It's working beautifully, isn't it? Many more trees. Can't wait to have a chip in my brain. You can thank Gabe Newell for that. Gabe's working on brain interfaces right now. Gabe Newell is pioneering that shit. That's why building communities and owning property is important. Yes, build communities. Have strong connections with the people around you that you value. Because you become weak and vulnerable when you don't have people you can rely on. And people in real life, not people on the internet. Because when shit hits the fan, the internet goes bye-bye. And there's no one around you to help you. This is a crazy TF2 shader, bro. Like, listen, yeah, this is Team Fortress 2 now. Hopefully you know that. We got a brand new update. It's the Minecraft update. My brain gets hacked, placed in hell for 1,000 years, only for it to end in like 5 real-world seconds past. I have no mouth and I must scream. You've basically just summarized, I have no mouth and I must scream. I'm gonna miss you guys when the internet goes down. Yeah, that is, that's actually something my mom and I were discussing last night, where people have become so addicted to their phones that, you know, we're no longer valuing closer human connections with people that are near us. And that's driving people further and further apart. And the fewer, deeper connections we have with people in our lives, not only is it, you know, harder to live, but, well, it's harder to live. You don't have people you can rely on. It isolates you. It makes people sad and depressed. It's like, yeah, we wonder why people have, like, insanely high levels of sadness in the current time frame we live in. It's because people don't go outside. Humans are social creatures. We need people to interact with face to face. Otherwise, we drive ourselves insane. Twiddle my mustache like a supervillain. Yes. I think 90% of people would go insane if the internet went down for more than 2 days. I will tell you that, yeah, that is true. If the internet mainframe went down, a lot of people would not be able to live their lives. So many people, and that's also, like, by design. That is a dependency that they want people to have. Where if they have the kill switch for the internet, that so many people rely on, because like you said, some people can't navigate without GPS. I can walk up to someone in the street, ask them which direction is north, and they would not be able to answer me. Some people cannot eat because they cannot cook. They don't know recipes. They can't, like, or they have to look up a recipe. They get DoorDash. They DoorDash everything. So many people live that way. People would not be able to eat. People would not be able to go to work because they rely on their phones to tell them how to do everything. That's a dark time we live in. I made a statement in the TF2 Steam discussions page. Mistake number 1 is using Steam forums. People are tearing each other apart about casual and quick play. Yeah, your first mistake is using Steam discussion forums. Never use them. It's a shithole. It's a hellhole. Going to Steam forums is like having a willful lobotomy for yourself. Never do that. Not that the new modern architecture is helping in any way. No, and that's also kind of deliberate. You know, a lot of things are at play that are making it harder and harder to meet other people and hang out with other people and build connections. I truly believe it's all part of some grander design. I don't know who's pulling the strings. I don't know what their end plan is other than, you know, complete subjugation. But, I don't like it. It's why I kind of, like, put myself as, like, I don't know, apolitical. Because it's like, I am with the blue team. I'm with the red team. It's like, they're all playing for the same fucking team. You just have one half that wants the ball and the other half that wants the ball. At the end of the day, they're all playing the same fucking game. They're just trying to sell you the same shit, repackaged with different words. Okay, I need to build a ring. I need a fucking circle. How do I build a circle in Minecraft? Question as old as time. I need dirt to do that also. Hold on, let me go, like, get proper building materials. I interact with people all the time. Just ask my sock puppet and my friend Chippy. Oh, lovely SpongeBob reference. There's a website that helps you make pixel circles. Is it? Is there? I might have to use it. But I'm going to use some dirt. Dirt for the circle. The tower is going to be made of wood and glass. I could last for a while without the internet, but it'd really suck. For me, it'd just be like going back to me being 6 years old and having to make fun without the internet. I'm not using cobblestone. I just need like something for scaffolding. Okay, what do we got here? How big am I gonna make this? Okay, let's start with a cross. What's my space limitations here? I want to be able to walk around it, so probably about yay much. How big is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Okay, there's my cross starter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. There we go. There's my cross. So now, what do we have here? 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2. Nope, that's not what I wanted. 1, 2. That works. That works. 1, 2, 1, 2. 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2. Well, that wasn't that hard. I made a circle. Done. Easy. Okay, so there's my circle. Now we can begin building. I believe a lot of people would eventually get out and interact more out of sheer lack of socialization. No, yes, people would, like, just by natural reaction, people would go outside. People would go outside just by, like, the result of, you know. Actually, no, this is, you're right, that is a bit of a diamond shape, isn't it? We kind of need it like that. Stop, no. Place. Is that better? Yeah, it's a little better. Okay. So we put you. Did I do that? It was like 1, 1, 2. 3. Oops, I fucked that up. Is that the same? Oh no, now I'm confusing myself. Actually, that's more round, isn't it? Yeah, that is more round, isn't it? So is it 1, 2, 2. This angle. Yeah, that looks nicer. Much nicer. Okay. So 2, bring it down. 1, 2, 3. Down. Yes, there we go. That's more rounded. That is much more rounded. Yeah, that's nicer. Much better. That's a good circle. I can work with this. That would be best for humanity to just pull the plug and turn the internet down for a few years. I think less time on the internet is going to be a good thing for humanity in the long run. The only problem is that there are a lot of good benefits the internet brings, like access to information that's otherwise, you know, not easy to access, especially if it's like not hosted in your library. Being able to communicate. The main thing is communication. Like having instant communication in multiple forms is invaluable. So having to find some balance between having people not be online all day, every day, but also not severing those means of communication would be a good balance to find. The tower is going to be made of wood. Make a nice big wooden lighthouse. And the floor, I think I have enough mossy cobblestone left to have a moss first floor. The internet is a net benefit. I'm still inclined to agree that the internet is a net benefit. It's just that the downsides are really bad in the long run, man. For what? Boats? Yeah, boats, man. There's like a big... There was like a lake. Well, there was. There's rivers. Don't worry about it, okay? There's rivers. There's an ocean over here. So, you know what? Yes. It's for boats. Instant communication is great, but having the news 24/7 in your pocket also hurts your brain. Most people survive, but also without getting the newspaper, radio, etc. I think we also just live in a different world where technology means that people that would otherwise normally not have any kind of influence on your life, now they do. So you do need to have access to information about people that even aren't within your immediate physical reach. So I think, again, that's just kind of the world we live in now. Nice, okay. None of the walls are gonna be big enough for windows. What am I gonna do about that? I have to plan windows. How am I gonna do this? In some cities in China, people barely use cash, so people literally use their phone and internet for everything. I know a lot of people that's also scary. Yeah, living in a cashless society scares me. Because, oh, you pay through a mobile app? Well, who controls the mobile app? Oh, this amorphous company controls that mobile app, and they can just turn it off whenever they want? Without your control or without warning, someone else is in control of your money? Like, I'm already not trusting of banks, but then adding the middleman of a tech company in between me and my bank, I don't like that either, or in some cases, multiple middlemen between me and my bank. I don't like that. No, I'm not saying the government should enforce restricted internet usage. It's kind of like, it's Pandora's box. The box is opened. So now we just kind of have to react to what's there. I think restricting access to it's not a good idea. I think people just need to develop better lifestyle habits and realize that like the entirety of their lives is not online. You gotta get out. Gotta get out of your head. That kind of thing. Okay, I need glass. Do I need glass still? I have loads of glass. Fantastic. Glass and wood. Great. I need... It's gonna need planks to build up. I won't use stairs, but I'll take them with me in case I need them. Fences, sure. Take all the stairs. I'll just take all my building materials with me. Just give me all this shit, because I don't know if I'm gonna need it or not. Glowstone, gonna need that too. My inventory's full. I'm gonna go build a couple of chests up there. Today's Scrandle is hard. I'm excited. Don't worry, we're doing Scrandle before I sign off. Humanity will adjust in one way and another. Yeah, we usually do. Unfortunately, it tends to be at the cost of a lot of lives, which is not good. The problem with the internet now is that people who should not be able to have a platform and following have them. I think more generally, there's a lot of people that just aren't wired to be able to have access to this level of information or stimulation or interaction, and it drives them insane. I think that's a problem. Just a lot of people that cannot handle what the internet is have access to it. I cannot even read that out loud because of how much like Zoomer lingo you typed, man. Classic Zesty W, no cap FR. ONG, and bro is legit vibin FR unk. Got that Riz bro unk, got that tough. Zesty is so tough. Do I have faith in future generations to fix these issues? If the current generations can't establish the framework, we're doomed. So, we have some framework establishing to do before we have a chance. Okay, give me some chests. Do I have any wood planks? I don't. Shit, inventory is full. Pop you there. Bring all of this in, because I don't know how much I'm gonna need, but it's good to have it all here. I am gonna get rid of these fucking redstone torches and this hoe because they've just been in my inventory the entire time and I've not moved them out. Think future generations will be forced to change out of necessity. Not if you kind of turn them into brain-dead slugs. Because I know a lot of people that are just brain-dead slugs that just don't care about anything that's happening to them or to people around them. I swear, tons of people exist entirely off of external stimuli. It's probably more people than like we realize that kind of just live that way. I don't know. I don't know if we can rely on people that behave that way. A few good men is usually the ones that take the charge and put things on a more corrective path. Do you think Gartic Phone with viewers would be fun to try? It would be full of dicks and N-words. It would be full of many dicks and many N-words. I could do it with people in my Discord. I don't know about viewers. Give me... What am I doing? My chest is over here. There. Enderman hunting. We need more. Any more tall... There's a big black man chasing me. I need more big black men chasing me. Do we see any? Did I ride my cart back? I did not. I'm an idiot. I've never done the Skyblock challenge. That'd probably be fun. I know I sound like an unk, but this AI TikTok bullshit really makes our youth dumber and dumber and let them not appreciate the real art and entertainment. Absolutely. Yeah. The amount of young people that are so swamped with TikTok bullshit. Like, it's, again, I'm gonna cite another episode of Financial Audit. Holy shit. There's, like, he brings on an OnlyFans model. There's not a single gear turning in that woman's head. Like, her existence is just about the stimulation and making money and having fun. And like, oh yeah, I make money on TikTok. Oh yeah, I make money doing... Like, that's the end result. Insanely stupid people. Oh, there's one. I see one. We're going over there. Come to me, my tall black friend. You could watch a really nice movie instead of doom scrolling for 2 hours. Yes, you could. But most people have very short attention spans now. With addictive social media apps, and so they can't focus on a 2-hour movie. Damn it. I have to give him space because he won't teleport because there's water. If you don't give me a pearl, I'm done. I'm rage quitting. Not really. I want to do Scrandle now. So I'm going to do Scrandle. Let me do that real quick. Pull up Scrandle. We'll call that a day. Scrandle. Let's do it. Let us do it. What do we have? Ugh. What? Dude, that's such a sad set of loaded fries, man. Look at that. Like, the fries look soggy. You have little shreds of meat. Not even, there's like no, that's just like, that is the saddest example of loaded fries I've ever seen in my life. What are we doing? Hot dog and potato leek pie. I think the Brits win this one, man. I think they do. I think this one's the winner. That is a hell of a dog. I'll take that one. I do love this. I love that they put it in bread. I've seen this image before. I do love that they put it in bread. I think that's adorable. Or boozy ice cream. This one just looks nicer. This one looks nicer. Remember, we have to go by aesthetic. Flavor irrelevant, no price data. Yeah. Yeah, the bougie, pretty ice cream is the winner. Oh my god, is it really just gonna be ice cream sandwich versus other ice cream the entire time? Is that what this is? Is that what this is going to be? Oh no. Oh boy. Well, I'm not a fan of mint chocolate chip. It's like one of my least favorite flavors, if not my least favorite flavor. But does it look more pleasing than this? What are we thinking? What are we thinking? I don't know, man. This is hard. Because this looks beat to shit. This looks beat to shit, right? This looks beat to shit. But this is probably really low rated. I'm just not a fan of mint. I'm not a fan of mint things. Yeah, it is very hit and miss. If it's like a mint ice cream is usually really overt, like in your face mint. I prefer like more chocolate with a little bit of mint. If they inverted the amounts, I'd be happier with it. Neapolitan, I'm a simple guy. Sign me up. Love me. Or just like plain French vanilla ice cream. I think I can't pick it. It is 50 cents, man, but this one does look nicer than this. So I think the ice cream sandwich is the winner. Watch me be wrong. Look how close that is! Within 0.1%! Within 0.1% is insane! Holy shit, that's a narrow margin. Wow! Man, that was literally a coin flip. It could have gone either way. Wow. Ice cream sandwich again, or walking on sunshine freak shake? Dude, freak shake is an amazing Steam alias. I'm using that in the future. Freak shake is awesome. I don't know about getting a whole ass slice of cake. That seems like a... How do you eat this? How do you even approach this when you're sitting in the stands? It's gonna fall all over the ground. I mean, the obvious winner is the freak shake. But like, why would you ever order that when you're not sitting at a table? Ice cream sandwich again, or ice cream lolly with peanuts and Belgian chocolate. That looks tasty as fuck. Though, to be fair, it looks like they just took a chocolate paletta and then dipped it in chocolate with some nuts, so it's not that... It's definitely not that, high class of a dessert. And for $7.30, I don't know if I'd buy it personally, but this is still definitely tastier looking than the other ice cream sandwich. Bro, what are we doing? Oh my god. See, this I would fuck with. Putting it in a soft hot dog bun? I don't know, man. I think I'd fuck with that. With the nuts on there, put some like maraschino cherries and some chocolate sauce. Dude, that'd be really good. Versus the Mark Light Shake Special. Philly cheesesteak milkshake. Ice cream, vanilla syrup, mini cheesesteak sandwich. Oh. Oh, dude, I love Klondike bars. Oh, I would fuck up a whole box of Klondike bars, man. I love them. That is nasty. Cheese sauce and meat in ice cream? How fat do you have to be? How morbidly obese do you have to be, either literally or spiritually, to eat something like this? Hello, Apollo. Apollo, help us, man. What? Would you choose, this is on you, would you choose the Philly cheesesteak shake or the ice cream sandwich and a hot dog bun? This one's on you. You have to decide right now. This is your choice. Really? No. You don't understand. This is a cheesesteak milkshake. Cheesesteak milkshake. It's not like just a Philly cheesesteak in a cup. This is blended with vanilla ice cream. It says right here, Philly cheesesteak milkshake with vanilla ice cream, vanilla syrup, and a mini cheesesteak sandwich on top. I think you misunderstood. Now knowing that context, which one would you choose? The fucking cheesesteak milkshake or the ice cream sandwich? Oh my god. I'm leaning towards the ice cream sandwich, honestly. Because this would like taste good. This would just be nasty. Alright, I'm going this one. Again, it's such a narrow fucking margin. Look how close it is. Oh my god. Okay, come on. Yogurt ice cream or ice cream sandwich again. I like chiclet flavor. Dude, chiclet flavored ice cream would be good. It's at a discount now for 45 cents versus 35-cent yogurt chiclet ice cream. I vote that this one probably tastes nicer. Honestly. This is probably nicer. I think the ice cream sandwich is the winner on this one. A chiclet's gum. It's a kind of gum. Chiclet gum. Chiclets. You ever have these? They're good. I used to chew these all the time as a kid. It's just like generically flavored fruity gum. I'm voting ice cream sandwich on this one because this looks more appetizing. It's also probably another really close margin. So it could be a coin flip, but let's find out. Oh, it's close, man. Oh, no. Oh, I was wrong. Yo, that sundae looks good. Holy shit. You see the Oreo mixture and the sauce and the waffle cone chip in there? Oh, yeah, I'd fuck that up. No question. Sunday any day of the week, man. Easy. Pimento cheese. Oh, pimento cheese milkshake. That's worse than the Philly cheesesteak one. Why? Why is this real? Who did this? Of course, only in America. Only in America are we gonna do this. This one's not Neapolitan. This one's just chocolate. Come on, man. Oh, what the fuck is happening in Miami? Yeah, this is like the nacho episode. Yeah, it's like the nacho one. I am voting the Indonesian ice cream sandwich. How is the pimento cheese one the winner? How? No one would eat that. How the fuck is the pimento cheese sandwich the winner? Come on. Okay. Okay, this is a war between vanilla and Neapolitan. I think the Neapolitan's the winner. Yeah, that's no contest. Easy. That's no contest. That's tricky. Because I love me a good chocolate chip ice cream sandwich. But does that look nicer than this? I think the cake is the winner, honestly. You get cake and ice cream. I do think the cake is the winner. I do. I think the cake's the winner. What are we thinking? Cake takes the cake. Yes, it does. I'm voting for it. Oh, there's no way! That is horseshit! How the fuck is that losing to this? How? Okay, that is bullshit. And it's a 10% spread too? Did aliens vote on this? Yeah, what the fuck's going on? This looks dry as fuck. It's like fucking like a grandma sat on that and then gave it to her like grandson. This at least looks okay. And it's cheesecake. I don't like cheesecake, but this looks nicer. What? How does that look better than a prepackaged ice cream sandwich? The fuck? We at least scored above average, right? We got above average, just barely. This one was a toss-up, to be fair. This one's horseshit, because who the fuck eats that? And this one is giga horseshit. My god. Before I go, is Schizophrenic Toaster a good Steam alias? Yes, it is. Schizophrenic Toaster is a great Steam alias. I think you should use it. Gentlemen, I gotta go. Thank y'all for hanging out today. We had a good time. I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow. I don't know if I'm going to play more TF2 Gold Rush or if I'm going to do a call-in stream. I'm not sure yet. With the rats thing, I'm going to wait for it to go on sale when it's like $2. So more people can play. Because right now it's like full price. So when it goes on sale for $2, I'll make an announcement. And then we'll go from there. But, I don't know. Do another parasocial tier list? What the fuck you mean, parasocial tier list? Come on now. Yeah, I do need something to replace New Vegas. I should probably start working through the Metroid games. I might do that. But, until I decide, thank you all for watching. Thank you all for your lovely donations today. And I will see you tomorrow. Y'all take care.